when I was before I had the baby, but after the baby, then before, which is pretty cool. Right, and this is now, hey guys, it is Positively Glad here, and today we are doing a dual stream. Myself and Fatboy have kindly decided to surrender our driving gloves for our microphones. How you doing, Reese? Buddy, you okay?
Hello and welcome.
So,
I am good.
The synopsis of what we're doing here. Why is what Jeff? Jeff? I'm not qualifying. Like Jeff. Oh, mate. But yeah,
to me as well.
So we're in qualifying one. Nobody does get eliminated from this session, and only one person gets eliminated from Q2. So this is really kind of what I reckon for the guys, just to kind of have a little bit of a practice session to get to know the track. And who the fucking hell is that? Who is that guy? Richie Boy.
Who?
Richie Boy has just joined. Who the hell is that? Oh, this is a fucking wonderful start, isn't it? I have no idea who this new driver is. Right, anyway, moving on. But yeah, basically today we are starting our expansion from the WOR, going into 2 divisions. Bit of a short grid. We haven't really given the biggest amount of notice, and we picked an unusual time to start. But other than that, we are pretty much rolling. As we are, I'm trying to communicate with some of the guys just to find out who the fuck this new guy is. Because I haven't got a fucking clue. But yeah, other than that,
you are now streaming F1 2016.
Superstar, bro. So this is where the going gets tough and the tough does fucking get going. Right, so first guy out on track for the new Saturday League is a man of pure venoms, of course. New driver to the league. Reese, what do you think of him?
He's fast, but gets unlucky a lot of the time, just getting his car in the wrong place sometimes. But he has got the pace to. He'll be a good challenger for the win, I think, today.
Especially in this sort of field, and you know it's going to be a very, very interesting sign to see whereabouts he gets to. So,
yeah. Well,
we are very, very quiet on the F1 front today. I don't think anybody even. I hope somebody knows who that Richie Boy is. I recognise his name from somewhere, but like I don't really coming in and just exploding all over everybody, which will be
yeah.
One of them. And Mustafa Shag in the unfamiliar Toro Rosso goes out.
Yeah, he'll be lucky to get points, but it's a bit hard not to score points in a lobby like this today. So,
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm gonna probably tip Shag for about 5th or 6th, depending on strategy and kind of where he works out. But
anyway, as Venoms now starts his lap.
He does.
Venoms.
So let's have a watch of Venoms. Watch on board with him.
Takes
Suit as
him
well.
on very nicely.
He does. That was nice.
He's invalidated his lap.
The first lap in the Saturday
He
League
rid over the second turn a bit too much.
Well, can we just say that Venom's had a fantastic start to his WOR official driver career by invalidating his lap on turn 2. Yeah. Good start, buddy. Few more guys going out here now. So the first guy on what is going to be an official time lap here is going to be Mustafa Shag.
Hopefully.
He's currently in ghost mode at the moment.
He needs to come out of it.
Here he is. He's back. There he is.
Yep.
He knows what he's doing. Let's get back in the broadcast cam. Oh, there you go. Just want to take this time, bro, as well, while we're watching Shag go around for his Q1 lap, to congratulate as well, mate. I've not had a chance to say it yet, bro. Dominant performance in Russia.
Yeah.
Just really, really good. Almost lights the flag, wasn't it, other than 1 lap, I think. And
yeah.
I had the itch, bro, to do this race, but I thought, no, I'm going to stick to my guns, do a bit of streaming, and yeah, I thought I'm going to do it.
I was going to do it because the numbers were low, but I just thought I'd prefer to do this today.
It's quite fun. I mean, like, I've bought 4 pots of Pringles, so basically while drivers are going round, I'm talking about my food, which is interesting. But no, Shag going around, pretty competitive first sector, 22.7.
22.7, yeah, it's not too bad.
Ooh,
he's gone horribly wide there.
Shag. Well held.
Taking out the board, but he's still pushing on.
He doesn't want anybody to know there's DRS today. He just doesn't fancy that sort of shit. But right, so first lap.
He's backed off.
I'd still put a time in because you know it's all about just getting around, doing a lap, and then obviously with the low numbers, everyone's into 2 unless you crash. That's kind of the rules with it. So.
Well, Beer's gone fastest in the first sector of the runners that have started with a 22.5.
Shag with a 1:23.9. Alright, sight a lap, I guess. He made a couple of mistakes. And you were on about Beer, weren't you? So let's
I
have a
reckon
look.
Pole should be in the low 21s, late 20s. Beer with a 29.8 in the second sector. Faster than Shag wise. Nearly a second, about 7 tenths.
Really?
In
Good
the middle
effort there by
sector.
Beer.
But Shag did make that mistake
Yes.
in grass / gravel.
Does that later on in the qualifying. He
You know,
may live to regret it.
Beer getting the final chicane reasonably correct, apart from not hitting the apex on the first entrance into it. But he does get a 22.
And we're into the 22s. We are into the 22s, right. And Venoms goes deep into the 22s. Good time by PR.
Wayne's on a lap as well.
Wayne Swizz goes third.
He's coming across now, and he goes P4.
Wayne goes fourth.
Just in front of Shag.
And my fucking X button is playing up again, so every time I try and press it, it's not working. So we finally did it. Right, and medium tyres here for Coffee.
Bugle on a very good first sector for the mediums.
Yeah, I was about to say, bit of a bone of contention that, because he's only going to have the the soft tyres. I'm going to fuck myself up or something.
He is a second down in the middle sector.
Sorry to piss on your bonfire. By the way, Coffee, may I just say, you are not allowed to put yourself in AI round corners. You are a very naughty boy. There will be reprimands for Spain on Tuesday. Those of which will be revealed to you in private and then to the group afterwards. A lot of people are pissed off, Reese, basically, so I think it's probably that.
23.7 on the mediums is a very good lap. But puts him last out of all of the drivers who have put a lap in.
So far, me and you basically are just going to kind of... I'm not sure if we should go and do a lap in Q1 just so we can kind of go further and then watch it on the TV camera. I'm not really sure how that works.
Oh, yeah. Probably be best.
I think what I'll do is probably message Beer or Shag on here. Actually, I don't know how I'm going to do this now. Yeah.
So he's going for another lap. Yeah, he is. Oh, he's invalidated.
So what I'm going to say to the guys is, who's on there? Oh, no one's actually online at the moment, obviously, because they're all racing, which kind of does really prove the point. I'll say, let the guys know.
Oh, Shag's gone a bit wide there. Shag goes up to P4 with a 23.4.
Yeah, Shag to P4.
Another couple of mistakes, but he could probably improve by about 6 tenths from watching that lap. Well, it wasn't too bad from what he made. But Swizz has done a very good first sector. On the soft spot, he's on his third lap, so... Jesus.
I guess you might as well just blow the tyres, haven't you, if you think about it. I mean, this is almost... Oh, Beer! Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ, bit of a wild line by Tafka then. That was actually a lap as well, so...
Be interesting to see what Button does.
Yes, he's one guy I picked to be up there.
And Senna as well. Senna, Button and Veman should be quite close together. And probably Beer as well, because he don't seem like he's that far off the pace.
A guy that I want to watch out here for is the new guy, Forrester. Former DRL racer.
I've heard he's quite fast. I've raced him before as well.
He's very quick. I had a good couple of battles with him yesterday before I decided to drive like a penis on 5-lappers. But really, really good driving, and he's in my Manor car as well for the Tuesday, so a bit of bit of scouting here, to be fair.
So is he teammates with you now?
No. No. No, he basically is kind of just driving Manor in this, but I'm just watching him. Oh, look at little Matt Lowe there in the background. Getting up and on that little slipstream bandwagon.
Swizz is still going around. He keeps getting really good first sectors, but he just can't get the rest of the lap together.
I think with his traction, he's kind of struggling out of the fast left-right, going towards the DRS.
Yeah.
So we are actually dual streaming this, by the way, guys, which is going to be cool. I didn't expect a dual stream, so I think what we probably have to do here is one of us is probably have to sacrifice and go up and down the order. I might make it me, just so we can both highlight battles, or should we just like target one half and then you target another half?
Well,
and then
I'm pretty good at flicking through anyway, so.
You're probably better than me. I'm kind
Oh,
of
and
from the
Beer
old form.
goes even quick. Oh no, he lost a lot of time in the final sector. He had a good first and second sector, and he was fastest in the first, but slightly behind in the second, and then lost time in the final sector.
I'm still trying to work out why Matt Lowe's going 4 miles an hour on his flying lap. Keep on, mate. You might get round in about 7 minutes.
So Senna is now out, and he's coming through the last sector now, going onto his lap when he crosses the line.
I think we should just sit in garage,
Should
mate,
be
and watch it on
interesting.
spectate mode. I think, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I've done.
I can't be asked to fucking go back out. There's no fucking point. There we are, Twitch. So we are watching Forrester, who has got a purple first sector, not quite purple second sector. Manners are doing very well at the moment.
But he's very close. Actually, he's quite a bit off in the second, but he's
second off.
very fast in the first. So
Matt Lowe is
it's
still
interesting to see what
currently
he does in this final sector.
going round, but we are watching Forrester coming to complete his lap. First lap on the
Taking
WR
that
banner.
very nicely. Probably
Yeah,
want
that's
to
very
take
good
a bit more curb on that second turn
Good
in
exit.
that chicane. However, he's going to come round and he's going to
Ooh.
take second.
Oh, Manners
By
at the top at the
1/10.
moment. 10th down, 0.186 down. We currently have Matt Lowe on a world record lap time there. We'll ignore that
Senna
one.
with a 22.1 in the
Ooh.
first sector. He's on a good lap.
Why are we getting so hyped up, Reese? Everyone goes through anyway. I think even we go through. We're not even fucking on the track.
Yeah,
Oh dear. Oh,
the shootout will be good.
the shootout's going to be mint.
Interesting to see who'll get it.
Well, so far the Manor drivers have put themselves up there. Senna, on contrary to his... Oh, you validated. 1 minute 55 by Matt, by the way.
29.6. He is matched Femens in the second sector, so he's on pole at the moment.
He's matched
in
Forrester.
Q1.
He's got purple on all of them. So this is going to be all about Ouija, who I wouldn't say he's kind of aggressive or erratic. He attacks every corner as if his life depends on it. So it's really unusual to see him drive so smoothly. I really think that.
On the look of time trials, it's not one of his favourite tracks, but it still seems like he's very strong around here, and it looks like he's going
On
to
the
take
look
pole
of the
in
race.
Q1
Oh,
with a very
hello.
good,
Get yourself
very,
back in
very
the
good
pits
lap.
then.
Right,
Very
we're now
nice.
right on board with Forrester. 22.2 in the first sector. But he's struggling in that middle sector, but very consistent in the 30s. But he does come through, doesn't improve though.
It's going to be a long ass stream this, mate. So... At least in my career mode stream something happens. I hope everybody stays battling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really do. We're going to have to literally pull off the track straight away at the start and retire.
Yeah.
I think that's what me and Beer did last time. But Matt with a... Do you know what? Matt very, very clean last sector. See what he gets here.
He's not too bad in the middle either.
Oh, bit of a
but
slip there. He's gone inside.
Yeah.
And Matt does go
Does
sixth.
take P6 though.
He does. With a 1 minute 23.336.
Interesting how Beer's done 4 laps.
I think...
So
what
probably
yeah,
if he's fueled up, that means he could probably gain about 6 tenths because fuel. It depends how much. If he puts less fuel in the car in like Q3, like he could probably gain quite a bit of time.
and especially with the track rubbing in as well, he's going to be putting himself a 21 in
Yeah.
there, surely, I'd say. Unless mistakes happen, obviously we've got the one guy who's going to be out, of course, then
Yeah.
unless you crash and then you've just ruined the whole of the qualifying format. So congratulations if you do that. But, yeah. And we have, on track at the moment, we have Button and Ben.
Mum and Button.
Mama Button. Coffee is retired. I hope that wasn't on track. It doesn't look like it was. So
Yeah, that was
Coffee,
in the pits.
it was in the pits. Fair play, Coffee. Good stuff. That's our new WOR rule, by the way. Kind of enforced by a lot of the drivers here, Reese. Anybody who retires out on track now
Yeah.
will receive penalties, simply because even if you're a mile away, it does create yellow flags, and you know they don't slow you down, but it's just a distraction, isn't it? Really, and it's courteous.
Interesting how Swizz has gone out for another lap.
I hope he's remembered this is full qualifying. That may be an interesting point of view.
Yeah.
if Swiss hasn't quite mastered the art of, like, you know, using all your tyres in Q1, then we got a bit of an interesting race. But one
Button
driver.
started his lap.
Actually, do you know what? What's the weather going to be? All right. Interesting weather. Cloud to sun to cloud, so temperature, tyre wear will get affected.
Could
So-
rain.
Possibility.
The temperature is dropping.
Highly unlikely, but it could happen.
Yeah. Button a 22.2 in the first sector, a 10th off pole, which
Button will be
Senna
disappointed with that.
has got at the moment.
I can imagine.
But
Button
he did run wide in turn 1, so...
I can imagine Button has just been... Oh, Ben with a almost identical time there. Button will be in whatever party he's in saying he hates Spain like he hates the other 20 tracks, so that'll be the next thing for himself. He's expecting me to rib him, but I promise I won't rib you Button much. Car on the left.
Much.
That is the Haas, I believe.
Gets out the way of Wayne.
Wayne, of course,
29.8 in the second sector. It's 2 tenths off, so 3 tenths off overall so far on this lap.
That's top 4 pace, that is, Reese.
Yep.
And Ben goes quicker.
Should be able to comfortably get in. And it seems like he's made a few mistakes on this lap. But it's still comfortably going to get him in the top 3, probably. Just maybe outside.
I'd probably say 3rd. We'll find out now. Second,
21.8. He's done
another
a very
one
good
into
final
the 21
sector.
club. And let's have a look at Ben now. Who had a very good middle sector, if I can point that out.
Yeah, right on board with wherever he is. There he
Ooh,
is.
5th
And
place,
a
just outside the top 4.
5th. Well, the top 5 are very close together, and if you put Beer with lower fuel as well, he'll probably be right in there.
And Swizz in a way as well, because if Swizz can do that and do 4 laps, where's Forrester? What's he done? Is he in the pits? Forrester has crashed. Forrester has
my
crashed.
God! He is out in Q1.
Which means now we have to sit through 15 minutes of no pressure. Well done, Forrester. You are waiting for half an hour. Congratulations, buddy. Welcome to WOR. Fucking Jesus. So as we ride on board with
like
Forrester,
a big contact as well.
it looks like a monster smash. He's got at all no wing. His wheel is currently wedged under his backside.
Get it on record.
It's almost like the big battle between Venoms and Kai, how me and Beer managed to completely and utterly miss the whole incident, which was quite funny. But yeah,
Button going again? Yeah, Button's coming around again. He wants that pole position, but he's hit the grass on the exit, and he's definitely not going to get it, I don't think.
Button's lag is like fucking Aladdin.
He has improved, though.
Glides around the last
He's improved by a 10th.
Oh, he has. Ooh. I'll tell you what, though, that lap by Senna looks like a monster. Everybody now knows that Q2 is nothing now. Q2
as long
is
as
just
they
a
don't
case
crash,
of...
they're definitely in Q3, so...
The interesting part about Q2 now will be, the only thing we can look out for, Iris, I think, is really the tyre strategy. Because if you think about it that way, people are going to be starting on their race tyre with no pressure. Yeah. That's going to be the key. And let's have a look at the race director really quickly. I will have a little butchers on live stream. And Forrester had terminal damage, that was pretty obvious. Tafka Beer drove at 74 miles an hour in the pit lane. I made that up, by the way, but he was speeding.
Obviously saw Vemmans on his first lap invalidate as well, so
yeah.
He's obviously got left the track. And everyone's been pretty good so far.
A lot of driver etiquette. I know Mustafa does like to say a lot of that, and with good reason. And we now... I don't know why Button's still going round. I mean... You know, I'm sure he probably still thinks he's racing the practice race from 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Oh, Mum's taking a detour.
Where is Ben? Let's have a look at Ben here. Where is he? He is...
Oh, you've just missed it. You know that straight he was on, he went down the escape road and went round. Button's gone into the pits.
If Button wants to go any slower into the pit lane, he will get a slowing in the pit lane penalty. And Ben goes into the pits. In terms of full qualifying, I believe that people can drive into the pits rather than go over the checkered flag, if they want to. You know, it's we always favour the going across the line to save time. But other than that, a pretty solid session, especially considering the solid impact Forrest had on the wall that we both missed.
It was quite exciting as well to see where everyone's pace is roughly.
It is. I agree with you, bro. It's kind of one of them.
It seems very close at the top as well, so it's going to be interesting.
I love how the
Button's very good in the race. And
well, Forrester now starts
from...
I believe Forrester is actually behind us, if I'm correct. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think he does now. I think he starts behind.
Which means we just basically have to just completely dive bomb out of the way.
Yeah.
Right, so in terms of this, guys, Q1 was Senna, Button, Venoms. Ben, or It's Your Mum, Swizz, Tafka Beer, Wayne Hammer, Matt Lowe, Mustafa Shag, and Coffee Bugle, which means he will start on the soft tyres unless he completely and utterly has a brain freeze. And the two Saubers, even though we are streaming, both beat Forrester. Because that's Codemasters logic, kids.
Separated 1.1 seconds, so it's very close in the top 7.
Is that all it was?
Considering there's not a lot of drivers. But yeah, 1.1 seconds separates the top 7.
It must be said, because even though there's not the biggest turnout in the world today, I'm very impressed that we've actually managed to get this with very little Facebook kind of notification. You know, it's been in the pipeline for weeks, but it's been murmured, and then pretty much last week we all kind of went, right, we're doing it, and I'm impressed that guys have actually committed to an unusual time in the afternoon as well to be able to do it, which I think is pretty cool. Will they?
Most people would surely find it easy enough. But it's good that they've all they have decided this time from a vote, but...
Oh, wicked, we get to watch on screen
we have actually got through.
We got through, yeah, come on, guys. Screw the rest of the results. The Saubers got through
We could go and
to
get
Q2. Let's fucking do it. Fuck it, let's go on the wets. But yeah, right. So, interestingly, guys, you will see from my screen, there is no Forrester. The rules of F1 2016, as they would be, of course, be in real life. If you destroy your car... It's unrealistic for a car to be craned with 5 minutes left to go in Q1, fixed, and go back out with 4 wheels in Q2. So that's kind of where that's going. This is now going to be interesting, simply because now it's all about the tyre strategy.
Yeah.
Right, okay, Richie Boy is an
I know
ex-ERL
what most
driver.
of them will do.
So, if he does race and he's clean, I have no problem. But
yeah,
if... I vaguely remember him. He seems okay. I think Swizz was on about bringing someone in.
Yeah, I've heard of him before.
He seems clean. He didn't lag much, so I'm willing to give him a chance. That's always, WOR's mantle. Give people chances. Until you really piss
people off. Gives us an extra person in a race to spectate, so...
It does. It certainly does. And it means that Richie Boy will be behind... Basically, the two streamers are not on the... We're not on the back row.
Yeah, we've got to pull over from Richie and... Forrester, because Richie would just be ahead of Forrester, and then we'll just be in front of them. So
we've got some action here. As Mum
if anyone
and
crashes, we'll be in the top 10.
Yeah. If anybody's actually watching the stream, please don't fucking crash, because we have to go into Q3, and it makes it a lot harder. So if everyone can just control their hormones, we'll be good. Thank you. Right. So Ben. I expected him to do that, in fairness, with the tyre strategy. The Haas cars both going onto the mediums, which will... which will help us greatly.
Like I say, if Shaq can get very good qualifying in Q3, and he's starting on these soft tyres, I think he's going to have a fantastic chance for a really good finish.
Yeah, I do agree.
Because as long as he can get the break, but that's a big if as well. But
he's had a lot of bad luck as our Shag, so if he can actually avoid the collisions, which has been his main problem in the Tuesday League, and also as we saw in the trial race, he actually didn't really collide too much in that. It was kind of more Calvano, remembering he was driving an F1 car, not a golf caddy, aiming towards sand.
He is a very good driver, Shag.
He is. Consistent to the point. And we've got a first sector time in Q2. It is It's Your Mum with a 22.3. Yes.
Very good time in the first sector on their mediums.
That's mediums as well. That's a good time. Quicker than the sector is Q1 time. So let's have a look at the weather really quickly. He is. Random drawn as well, bro, on Twitch. So, was on there. Bit of a bone of contention with the... Where's Venoms?
Venoms is...
He was just driving. He was behind Ben a minute ago.
Don't tell me he's crashed.
Has he crashed? Right, I'll carry on watching the lap here.
He might have. Ben. I'll have a look.
Nothing come up on the bottom of the screen. So Ben with a 30.8, a 30.0, sorry, middle sector.
No, nothing's came up. He's just disappeared.
Well, Venoms, if you'd like to reappear sometime, mate, if anyone can just call Crime Watch on 0800 where is Venoms, then we'd be okay. 22.5. Good lap.
It's a very good lap on their medium tyres. But the medium tyres is a very good tyre to be on. I remember doing practice in the week, and them mediums were probably the race tyre to be on.
They were, and
So it's gonna be
I tell you what, whenever are people going to be brave enough to run the hards? Are they going to go for it, or are they going to kind of sacrifice it for
Yeah, because
pace?
the hards didn't feel great, but
Shag with a purple
51
middle
less
sector.
stop. Oh my god, yeah, 20, yeah, by quite about a tenth as well. So got 5 viewers, guys. Welcome to the stream. This is
I've got
just
6.
WR.
Jesus Christ, we're popular. Everybody watching across both channels. WR Fatboy on that side, WR Pos 84 on this side. Enjoy the stream. Oh,
Shag's got a very good lap
ooh.
of a 22.7.
He would have had it.
2 tenths off.
He would have had it. Oh, wait there. We have Wayne Hammer with a 23.1.
Wayne with half a second off. It's very close.
It is. I have to reiterate, what the fuck are we getting this excited for? We know every single person's through.
It's just interesting to see, isn't it?
Oh, Matt Lowe. Oh, Matt Lowe. Wayne beat Matt. That's an interesting point because they're around about the same pace. Apparently, Jeff thinks I should get out there. I think he should get to fuck, but moving on anyway. McLaren of Swizz.
Swizz is going to be reasonably up there as well. He's on a decent lap so far. Now
Narrow
comes
line.
across the line.
Very narrow line. And beats
And he
Wayne.
goes fourth,
Oh,
so
no,
it's
he doesn't.
very easy in
Ooh.
between.
Oh,
The top 5 are separated by 7 tenths.
And we've got Shag on the soft tyres as well.
Yeah, that's something
Already.
we forgot to point out there.
Already, I think, well, there's probably about 6 tenths between the soft and the medium. So Shag is roughly in the region of between Wayne and Matt in terms of actual pace. But then it's the same as the Tuesday League. Sorry to keep plugging it, guys. 9:30. Happy days. But no, there's a midfield clusterfuck on Tuesdays. It's an amazing group of guys we've got here, and I will promise I will not kiss arse anymore. Right, so the
Michael
guys we have
11X and Scat 1995, welcome to the stream.
Oh yeah, that's a point. Let's do some shout-outs. While I'm doing that, we currently have Coffee Bugle, who's approaching to do his flying lap once again. We are watching to see
Vemans
whether you
as
go
well,
AI.
approaching
Billion.
as well, so that'll be
Much love, buddy.
interesting.
Welcome back, man. Old F1 buddy, 2013. Welcome in, bro. So, Matt Lowe comes into the pits.
Swizz has done a very decent lap so far, very much similar to his lap he done before, and he's gone very tight again. I think he should use more track, but he has improved and gone P3 with a
Swizz goes up to
23.0.
P3.
It's a very good lap on those medium tyres.
And Venoms is going round. Well, Venoms has finally found his way back to Catalonia and is currently on a 3-minute 19 lap at the moment, so he's having a pretty good one. Now, more important. Ooh, Coffee with a very eccentric line there in fairness. Just jumped onto his car then.
22.5 in the first sector, so he's looking like. Well, the first sector is very tight, apart from Ben, who's like a tenth faster than anyone else in that sector. The rest of them are like separated by half a tenth, like the other 5 drivers.
They do. It seems like the field is just bunched. It is the proverbial clusterfuck at the moment. But where will Coffee fit in? He's going on the softs. He did abuse his mediums in Q1, which I have to say I'm still a bit perplexed as to why. It just means he's going to be pitting earlier in the race, I guess. But other than that, no.
It makes the strategy work, and he's taken that very nicely. But he has ran.
And he's invalidated his lap.
Invalidated
the lap. Unfortunate by Coffee there. It was on course for a 23.1. Ironically, just behind Wayne. It would have been just behind Wayne. Coffee's Venoms is on quite a good first sector with 22.2.
Seems like he's been struggling since he's joined us back after his little holiday break.
He was on a bit of form, wasn't he? I noticed that. He really was. Hey, Scott, how you doing, buddy? You were just watching Fatboy. You are now watching Pos. Flip between the two if you want, mate. We're going to be doing a dual stream. Drop an ad on both channels, mate. Drop a follow. Much appreciated for every single one. Venoms goes around the last corner and currently sits in first position on the mediums. Venoms goes 3 tenths clear of Ben. Good lap. And for the stream purpose, I will now focus on Tafka Beer.
Yeah, that's the point as well. He's backed off of his lap.
Is he on an outlap? Apparently it's saying he's on a flyer.
Said his lap time's on 2 minutes, so I guess he's either backed off or...
Codemasters! I'm going to call this Beer's flying lap. I don't think that was his fly. Here we go.
Yeah,
No, you can
with
tell.
a 2 minute 18. That's a superb lap time.
Beer,
yeah,
I could tell Beer that he couldn't have done that again if he fucking tried. That's what I'm saying. 2 minutes 18 without going off the track. Good. I'll watch him for the whole lap here. Swizz retires. I believe that's from the race. I don't think he's crashed, as far as I know. But Beer goes around turn 3.
The amount of laps he does, but
the turn 3 right-hander there by Beer, and he comes across with a 22.261. Very competitive
very
first sector.
respectable.
In fact, you know what?
Sector,
That's on par with Venom's. Only about 300th of a second.
The middle sector's where he's been losing a bit of time to Venom's, but if he can get this middle sector right, he could be right up there with a chance.
There is a car in front of him. I'm not sure if they're on a flying lap, I'm not sure here, but I'm not sure if he'll catch him. Did let off into that corner.
Very nicely. Probably wanted a little bit more speed, but
whoever that was in the Ferrari, fair
in
play.
the middle sector, so
that was
4 tenths down on Venom's in the second sector.
Oh, a bit ram wide there. Sometimes they do get you for a corner cut there.
Hasn't been as good, but is still going to be very much up there. Probably the top 3 he's looking at right now.
I'd say definitely in the top 3 at the moment. Oh, it's bloody Scat. It's Scatman, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think, hey, it's Scatman. We don't know yet, mate. Who's going to be pole? We don't know. We're in Q2. Sorry, bro. A bit of sarcasm. Oh, what?
P8 for Beer.
What happened?
He's not had a great final sector.
The last sector by Beer, fantastic. First and second sector would have put him definitely up there. And Coffee's moved to 4th, if I can just point that out.
This is what I would do in this session, because you know you're guaranteed through, so I'd just do a lap and just cruise around without even putting any pressure on the tyres.
Exactly. It's
make them last.
Oh, that is close between Senna and Venom's. Or Vemons.
20, yeah, 3 thousandths between them in the first sector. Senna's taken that corner very nicely, hitting the curb exactly where you want it. He's made the most of that curve.
Oh, look at that. Senna is on it today. Senna is really on it today, it seems. Just missed the apex on the outside.
Probably one of the favourites to win it.
I'd say if he keeps a clean race, I believe that is a purple second sector too.
29.8. Yeah, he's a 10th up.
Ferraris are looking very, very strong. Admittedly, Button hasn't gone out yet. If he doesn't go out, one of us may go through. I was about to say, if he doesn't go out, he may fall below us, and that will be highly humorous. But no, back on board with Senna. The final chicane, I'll be honest, I'm jealous of the way he takes that final chicane.
Very nice.
Very, very nice. Not even you can't call that a corner cut. The racing line goes past that. So we're on to one. Oh, Jesus, Senna is on it.
21.9. That's a
Another
superb
one.
lap.
And that's on the medium tyres, folks. The medium tyres. An excellent, excellent lap by Senna. Looking on form, Reese. Give him that.
Interesting. It would be interesting to see what... I think on the Tuesday, I'm a bit nervous now seeing this, but I know I've got the pace for Tuesday.
Billion, by the way, Billion Scott, if you can, mate, one of my oldest mates on here, and we will do some Forza Horizon 3 one day before I die. Can you possibly follow Fatboy as well, bro? Because we're going to be kind of
Billion
doing all of it.
Scroll has just followed me, thank you.
There you go, happy day. He knew what I was
going
on about. He knows what I was going on about. Right,
hit 22 followers, guys, thank you.
I think I'm on 120. I don't know, Scat, have you followed me, bro? I'm not sure. You probably have at some point. He has 121 followers. Fucking right. Anyway, let's stop plugging ourselves. Right, okay. Button is on his whoops. Yeah, wrapping it.
Hammer's on a decent lap, but he has invalidated, so.
I think Beer is just kind of.
Button on his out lap.
Beer's going for tyre save here, I think, and we are going. Matt Lowe has just done a 5-minute 45 lap. These times are picking up a little bit here, guys. We are. It beats his 2 minutes 56 from Q1 as well. So. Really taking advantage of the fact that you can't be eliminated from these sessions. I do like it. But Button goes round on his out lap. I want to kind of monitor Button a little bit. I just want to kind of see his driving style. We know when, kind of like when you're racing with him, he's very, very on the edge. But if Button can really pull out a decent time...
On the edge but fair, hard but fair.
Indeed. The thing with Button as well, which I've noticed, is he kind of... He's there. When he's by himself... He's absolutely fantastic. He's one of the few drivers that can get really deep into that racing tunnel, quite like yourself, Reese, actually.
Yeah.
Who get into a tunnel and can just absolutely plough along. Coffee Bugle's retired. He's probably gone into AI mode and pressed quit by mistake. Anyway, moving on. But Button is...
Oh, no.
Sorry.
Oh, wait, he's just came back out on track. That's interesting.
What's happened?
He's retired, and I think his AI's brought him back out on track, and now he's going to retire on the track, I think.
Right.
Nice game code, Masters.
But did he... I'm confused.
He retired just before he came in the pit.
So did he actually retire, did it? Yeah.
So it drove... Yeah, it's just retired him on the track, though.
Was he coming out on
his
the...
AI's drove him through the pits and
oh, really?
him on the track for some reason. Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's going to be noted. But anyway, moving on, yeah, aside from that.
Carrying on with Button, the top three, Button, Vemmans and Senna are all separated by 200ths in the first sector. So it's going to be interesting. Button takes that very nicely, probably better than what Senna did. Throws a lot more speed and he's on a very good lap here. I think he's going to be on for a purple middle sector here. He's been a superb middle sector.
To God. Yeah, he has. He's got it. Comfortably got it. Comfortably got
middle
it.
Sector. It did look very nice indeed.
Bloody Codemasters, fuck off. Right, anyway, moving on. Right, okay.
So far, Senna's final sector's looking slightly better than what Button's is, but he's so far in front in the middle sector, it's going to be hard to see if
Button
he's
at the
going to
curb.
lose that time.
Oh, goodness me, well held.
It's going to be close. He's gone tight like Swizz does, and he does take the lead.
Well done, Button. Good run for Q2, mate. Fair play.
A 21.8 for Button and a 21.9 for Senna. They were separated by like 800ths.
An amazing start for Ferrari, though, Reese. Must be said.
Yeah. It's a very good team, like strength-wise on pace.
Do you know what? We had a bit of a scepticism with the amount of people here making this entertaining, but in terms of qualifying, this is kind of, even though nobody can get eliminated, I found this really, really entertaining.
Imagine this on a Tuesday where there's like two people spectating.
They are. Oh, did I not tell you?
And
by the way, guys, for WOR News, Shag and Beer are both doing what me and Reese are doing for Tuesday nights.
So what's going on with the teams now? Are we dropping Sauber or...?
I'm potentially saying we're probably going to be dropping whatever team they are in because they have to be in their teams to move over. They will keep their points depending on if they want to kind of come back into the season. It's not been confirmed. It will be confirmed by the end of the weekend, if not the beginning of Monday. But this, for Tuesday, having this sort of coverage will be amazing. But in terms of invalidations, only Coffee got an invalidated lap. I'm assuming that's when his AI went retard, and Ben was driving at 107 miles an hour into the pits this time, in reverse.
The top 10's going to be very close now because we've got the likes of Beer who didn't set a very great lap, but I think that was just to save them tyres for the race, and he weren't that far off either, so it's going to be interesting to see who's going to get this pole position.
And we are watching from a retard camera here, fuck's sake. Right.
We're going to have to keep going to the race director now.
Oh, God. Right, guys. Anyway, for whoever's watching, sorry about Codemasters. I'm apologising on behalf of them. Moving on. Right, Button is currently the driver in view. I'm actually ironically looking... Oh, we got a car moving at the bottom of the pits. I can't quite see. That'll be Venom's. Venom's is coming out on track.
He loves going out early.
He does, doesn't he? I've noticed that. I'm currently trying to cycle... There you go.
Most drivers on the grid, apart from I think Shag and Swizz on the top of my memory, will get 2 laps. And I think Shag and Swizz, unless they use the same tyre twice.
Do you know what? I think
everyone's going to get 2 runs.
Shag might still get 2 runs depending on what he's done here. Unless he... you wouldn't really want to waste a set of fucking super softs. Kiss my ass. A set of softs in Q3 that are not the allocated tyre. I wouldn't really want to put that to a risk. Like, say, for example, if you've got a spare set of softs, save it. You might need it. If you have a wing off halfway through a stint, get softs on. Don't lose your head. Keep your stints. But looking at Venoms now, I will go back to broadcast.
Out early as well. There's
really?
a lot of
Button's
people, I think pretty much everyone's on their way out. I think there's like 6 drivers on the track right now. Got Mum, Vemmans, Swizz, Button, Coffee.
Yeah, Coffee. He's an unknown commodity, Coffee. He really is.
So as they're all on the outlap, who are you tipping for pole?
Myself, I'm going to be a bit controversial. I'm actually going to say Vemmans. He's been very quiet. He's got the job done. He's only been a few tenths off. The obvious choice would be Ferrari, but I really think Vemmans is going to be special. What do you reckon? What about you, buddy? What are you thinking?
Well, it's tough between the top three. The top three are very, very close together, so it depends how the laps go. But if I had to put money on it, I don't think Button could pull a lap like that again, because it was something special.
It's the inconsistency,
if I had to
isn't
say
it?
anything, I think I'm going to have to go with Senna. But it's going to be very close and interesting to see who will get that.
He's been on form. He's been on form. He really has been.
But yeah, as we ride on board with Vemmans, it seems like he's had a decent lap so far.
I'm going to see if I'm going to get a better
He's
camera.
obviously going to go pole at the start, but
Alright, so we should send him a little private message saying congratulations on your pole lap. Well, after he does it. But so Vemmans, and I fucking hate this, man. Really
there's someone
annoying.
in the background. I think that's Mum could be a dark horse. He wasn't that far behind either. He was around Vemmans' pace in that second qualifying.
He was, wasn't he? Actually, there was a few people. Who
I don't
were
think
in and
he's
around.
not got quite the pace of pole, but I think he could get the front row seat. But
We don't know about the sector times. Well, we can find out, but I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure if I can be bothered. But we're going to have a little look here anyway. Vemmans comes across the line with a 1 minute 21.7, straight in the 21s. Go on, guys.
So it wasn't the best lap he's done. My mum goes faster with a
Ben goes
21.6.
quicker.
This is very interesting. So let's see what Button does, because Button is on the track and he's coming through the last sector now, going towards the chicane. See how he hits this. So he ride on board.
Oh, he hit
hits
it
that
beautifully.
very nicely.
Hit it beautifully. Didn't go wide enough at the end.
Better than he did in Q2.
He did,
and
much better.
It depends how the rest of his lap went, and I think he will take pole here.
Second.
P2.
Oh.
Ben goes faster by
Under a
300ths.
300ths of a second. So who
This
is
is
next?
very close.
Who is next to go round? We got Venoms on his second thing. We'll see Swizzle. I think Swizz is 7 tenths behind in 4th position. Senna is, I think Senna's on the flyer now. It doesn't really give too much a fucking way with this game.
On a flyer, yeah, he is, because he's just pushed out that corner very much. So it depends how he attacks the rest of this lap, but
Hey!
the curve there, he could have invalidated.
Doctor, how you doing, buddy? I am now a father. But yep, back on topic. I will be speaking to you throughout the course, bro. 100% stream coming up. Senna in Sector 2. There is a Manor driver who has now discovered the gate to Narnia, so he's over there. Is that the old racetrack race? I'm sure it is, isn't it?
I think
sure.
it might be.
Anyway, Ouija, split 3, here we go.
Ouija is purple in the first and second sector.
Really, he's gone purple, right, interesting. So Senna has just
And
been
his final
absolutely
sector's gone
on
very well.
fire. Great
And I think he's
chicane.
gonna
Are we
take
going to see a
pole
20? Are we going to see a 20?
21.2, that's a very good lap.
Fantastic lap by Senna. And we now have
Button
beer.
going round again. Will Button improve?
Coffee 2.5 seconds off the pace. I'm going to go on board
And Button
beer
does
for the
improve,
post
a
stream.
10th and a half behind Senna.
So we've got Ferrari 1-2 still at the moment, just kind of maintaining that. We have Beer at the moment, who is currently in 10th, of course, with no lap time set. Very, very clean 3rd sector and final chicane by Beer. And he goes on to the final straight. Pretty clean. And that was his outlap. Yeah. Commentator's curse. Anyway, now following Beer for his flyer. Go straight into turn 1 and 2
right,
into
yeah,
chicane.
right on board with Beer. So this is
Yes,
very
Noel.
close. I think the top 3 are very close again, but I think the top 4 are even. There's a lot of people. 21.7 from Vemmans, who is in P4. 21.6 from Mum. 21.4 from Button, and a 21.2 from Senna. So they're all pretty close. I think the top 5 are separated by like 6 tenths. So
Beer doing very well then to nearly hit, with avoiding the apex in a way, because a lot of time you kind of see that in sector 2. Corner cuts are banded and handed a lot.
and may I point out the clouds are getting quite dark as well.
Yes,
so
I was about to point that out as well, bro. It is going a bit darker, which means if you haven't got your lap time set now, there's a high possibility and probability that you're probably not going to get the same sort of level of time. You'll be probably looking about 2 or 3 temps lower. I know the temperature was meant to drop by a couple of degrees in the air and 1 on the track, so that is where it's going to be an interesting commodity once again. 9 viewers, guys. Thank you very much for watching. As 9 people watch Beer come around the second to last chicane. There was only one chicane anyway.
He's done an okay lap. He could have pushed a bit more, I think. But
a little bit in the middle.
It's going to do him good. I think he's going to come just ahead of Swizz.
5th.
And he does so just into P5.
Good effort there by Beer.
So
Tough
7 tenths off, and he's like 2 tenths off Femmons in P4. So it's going to be very interesting to see how...
We've managed to pull out a special thing here, and I was about to comment on Shag, who comes into the pits. Yeah. Good. Do you know what, though? Good performances by everybody. I mean, you know, I know that there's, you know, Senna is what I would consider to be one of the top, well, we said it at the start of the Tuesday season, didn't we? One of the top 5, including yourself, Sint, Brooklyn and Nightwing. Obviously, there's a couple more people been added into that now. But, you know, for Shag to be sort of, you know, he's 1.9 seconds off. And in fairness, you know, you'd probably think of that being quite a way off, but it's not. Shag is a very, very consistent driver. And
he will be there at the end of the race as well, so...
That's the thing. Guys like Shag, guys like Wayne, Beer as well, you know, they will all be there. Vemmons, in my estimation, I've not seen him have a clean race. Not him personally, he's always got involved in an incident or two. So it's going to be interesting to see if these guys can actually...
So if they can all stay out of trouble, I think this could be a very close race. Because Slipstream as well, they should all be really close together within at least the first 10 laps. So it's going to be interesting to see who gets what, who gets the jump at the start as well. It's going to be very close to see, but...
Matt Lowe has not actually done a time yet.
Coming out as well, so...
And I need a fucking cigarette, which is really annoying.
He should be looking for ahead of Wayne, but...
I'd say probably... Right, I'll let you take over the commentary, so I'm going to have myself a quick cigarette, my man, and I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Okay. So most people are now on their out laps, ready for their second runs. It's going to be interesting to see who gets pole. Put in the comments of the Twitch stream, who do you think will get pole? I'll run through the order as it stands at the moment, which is Senna on pole at the moment as it stands for 121.2. Following behind with Button, Mum, or Ben, Femmons, Beer, Swizz, Wayne Hammer, Shag, Bug, Coffee Bugle, or Matt Lowe. Matt's the only one yet to set a time, but the rest are coming out for another crack at it, as we now ride on board with Senna. Doctor, I'll tell Pos to look at his chat in a second. He's just gone to have a little cig. Ready for this long race. And Femmons has just gone fastest with a 1:21.2. I think that was. I was just reading the chat and I saw it come up. So Senna's now half a tenth off of Femmons, who is now taking the hot spot. It's a very good lap, but that's all he's going to be doing from now. So it's going to be seeing what Senna can do. Wayne Hammer retires, and that's his qualifying session over. It's going to be interesting to see what Senna and Button do. Senna's taken this lap very well, very aggressive. And in this middle sector, he is... I can't really tell what he's doing, but the lap's looking good. So we now ride into the final sector. Taking the last couple of corners, it takes that one very nicely, and he's very good at the chicane. Bounce over the curb slightly, but takes that very nicely as you come out the final corner now. And he is going to take pole, I think. And he does, a 20.6 from Senna. That is some lap time, and that is... knocked Femmons down by half a second, and now it's riding on board with Button as he now comes through the final sector.
And I'm back. Right, so
Femmons
perfect
took
timing
pole,
here.
and then
Femmons got pole.
Senna got it back by half a second.
Jesus.
Now
I
riding
always go
on
at the good
board
times.
with Button.
Button with cooling track conditions. See what he can
It's going
do.
to be interesting to see what he gets, and it is... he does not improve.
Third position.
Beer yet to come out.
There is more
Matt Lowe
time.
comes into the pits.
The sad thing is we can't see how long is left from this particular camera.
Yeah, I think there ain't going to be long. I think they're like maybe 2 minutes. So they are
Did
starting to
Vemmons retire from pit lane? I'm assuming he did. That was kind of the whole point in this.
Yeah, he did, I think.
Yep, there goes Matt Lowe into the pits as well. So on track at the moment we have currently Coffee. Senna's going back round, and from what I've heard, of course, I did miss that. I was on board with Matt. We've got 6th, so we've currently got Senna, who has broken into the fucking Jesus Christ at 1 minute 20.6. That's time trial worthy.
Oh yeah, and Doctor said to look at your comments also.
Let's have a look here. Oh, apparently you had a battle with your Nightbot.
Yeah.
Doctor. Yeah, in the comments now, I believe... I'm not going to put in my own comments, that'll be a bit silly. I'm not going to really bet a race win, and there comes Senna with a dominant qualifying in the end. Showing true superiority by looks. So I'm just gutted that I went for a cigarette and a wee at the same time. And there's my Nightbot promoting Sin. No comment after everything. And we currently have here Button going round again. And a non-improvement.
And he doesn't improve.
So I think that's pretty much where we are at the moment. I think there's anyone else I think Coffee's the last man on track. And Coffee was the 7th. Interesting. So the rundown is close. We have Senna with a 1 minute 20.608 on pole. Then we have Vemans half a second behind. Following down the order, we have WR Button 22. It's Your Mum. Good luck by Ben, of course. Beer, very solid performance in 5th position in the Toro Rosso. And we have Matlow in 6th. Coffee Bugle in 7th place. We have Swizz with a 1 minute 22.457. We have Wayne Hammer with a 22.6 and Shag with a 23.1. Interesting to note, though, guys, before this race starts, that Shag will be on the soft tyre at the start. Interesting, as we have here. And the guys,
how much progress he can make.
The guys at the back are going to be Forrester and Richie Boy. Richie Boy, both guys making their debut in WOR this afternoon.
So, let's have a look at the strategies, what they could go with. So, Shag, as he started on the soft tyres, he could go soft, medium.
Right, let's... Yeah, mate, give me a minute. Right, we need to kind of work out where we are on track as well. Right, okay. I've currently got a black screen at the moment.
I'm on the grid. I'm P12 on the inside.
Oh, here we go.
I'll pull onto the grass.
I'll go on the other side. Yeah, I'm 11th.
You're just ahead of me, so
I'll go on the left.
You go to the left.
We are here.
So it looks like it's going to be a 2-stop race.
I'd say so, unless somebody really has the balls to pull out the hard tyre. That will really throw things into contention. Obviously, guys, the way we do it in this sort of stream, taught by Beer from me in the Austrian trial race, which, ironically, quite a few of these guys were in. We currently, myself and Reese will pull over to each side of the track, our corresponding sides. As I will go left, Reese will go right. Hopefully the guys behind us will not go full-blown retard mode and dunce hat and not drive up our arse, which would probably piss a lot of people off. Right, so we are currently experiencing a dry race. We have got light cloud to sunshine to light cloud. So the track temperatures are going to be interesting. I'd say, Reese, the most interesting point of this race will be the second and third portion of it, simply because the track will get warmer, which will then mean the tyres will get hotter and get worn quicker.
And what's quite interesting, round here you lose a lot of fuel, and it looks like there's 98.2 kilograms of fuel, which is the standard amount, so that's basically your whole fuel load. So the car's going to be very heavy at the start of this race. So
in our practice earlier,
to see who can handle it best.
In our practice earlier, we had a lot of fun in terms of handling the cars. I mean, myself and Ben had a wheel-to-wheel battle, by the way, which was one. I think Ben got a couple of clips. Billy and Scroll, just need to go back to the comments quick. Kai, thank you very much for the note there, man. Cheers for that, buddy. I'll let the guys know. You wish them all good luck. Billion, it'll be interesting to see you on there, and I believe that is... Hey, I think Scott's watching this as well here at the moment. Scopkin, I like that username. Much better than the other one, mate. I like it. Me and Reese aren't racing, but I'll take all the good luck from you guys. I'll have a lot of luck pulling onto the side of the track there. Much love. But in a nutshell, I love Doctor thinks I'm going to win this race, which once again, very interesting point of view on this race. I think the biggest battle of the whole race will be how quickly me and Reese can pull over to the side, I'd say. But no, in all seriously,
and not forget and try and dive bomb into turn 1, but
yeah, that's going to be probably most of the problem. But the interesting part here, guys, 8 viewers, by the way, thank you for watching. The good point here is going to be this first lap. Will they be kind of looking at it from a cautious view? Will somebody get an itchy trigger finger and really make a dive?
I think the people at the back may start rushing. because I think they're gonna. I think what most people sometimes do is rush, trying thinking like where you are at the first stint is where you're gonna finish, and they just need to take it easy and hope for the best. But it's gonna be interesting for Forrester because I think if he starts on them hard tyres, he could definitely pull off a one stop.
Yep.
But he'll lose a bit of time at the first stint, but it will come into play at the end of the race. So it's gonna be interesting to see what everyone does. But it's gonna be interesting, very interesting.
Doctor, interestingly, is going to commentate on the host stream. He's hosting us, and he's going to commentate his own stream, which is quite interesting.
Anyway, I might just quickly restart my stream because my stream is playing up for some reason.
Whoa, Reese, watch out, buddy. We're on the go. We're on the go, mate. Countdown. So I will now press the ready up button. And so we are ready to go, guys. The Spanish Grand Prix. The first race of the Saturday WOR League. It's your boy Pos. Your other boy Fat Boy. Put us whichever way round you want. We're both dual streaming. Anyway, we're out to light space, Reese. We really can't jump start here, by the way. We'll get fucked. Right, so we are both going to pull over to the side. 5 lights in Spain.
And away.
Away we go. That's a jump start.
It don't matter.
So we will retire. Retired.
Here we go.
So come on. We're battling. Fuck. So did I. Damn it, I can't see. Come on.
Oh, there is. Senna leads into turn 1.
Oh, big battle here between Button and Vemmans. Oh, very cleanly round. Forrester with a hell of a start. Jesus Christ. Already up there. Oh,
Vemmans
Button's lagging a little bit here.
Button's
lagging.
takes second place from Button.
Right, okay, let's get onto the reverse camera.
Beer
Senna
up
is
into
away
P4.
here.
Jumping mum at the start.
Oh,
and there's big
Vemmans has been hit
contact.
by Button. Caught on side. Oh dear.
Forrester has had a dream start up into P5 from P11.
Oh, dearie me. An awful collision there by Button and Vemmans. Caught on live stream. What is that Williams doing there?
And
what is he
Button
doing?
tipping himself winning this race as well at the start in the comment section.
An awful start, but that really plays into Senna's hands here. So Senna leads by quite a margin. So when we have big battle here for second place.
There's a bit of a slide, and I think Forrester could be jumping right up there now. Richie Boy in P11.
Tafka with an opportunistic move there, going into second place over Matt Lowe. Matt Lowe with a fantastic start, both profiting here. Forrester into 5th, Coffee beautiful.
Forrester
nice
on their medium tyres up into P5, and they are fresh tyres, so he should be looking very strong at the end of this stint.
We got a bit of a slipstream here.
Bossing it.
Oh, bit of lag there on Matt's screen there. I've noticed that. So Coffee's gone for the move and spins. Coffee very aggressive at the start there. Not Matt's problem. Caught on live
Wayne
stream,
up
of course.
into P6 from P8, I think.
I believe he was. He was 9th actually, wasn't he? I think Wayne.
8th or 9th, yeah.
Oh, bit of incident back
Forrester
there.
now up into P4.
Forrester with an excellent
Nearly into the
run
podium position. So maybe retiring in Q1 wasn't the worst decision from him.
Yeah, maybe
Matt
like
Lowe up
exploding his
into
brain.
P3.
Matt Lowe on the podium. Wayne's fell back down to, I think it may have been Ben in that Haas there, Reese, to be honest, because I can see
Beer
here.
in P2.
Beer with an absolutely fantastic. Beer is one of the most opportunistic people, and that is not meant in a bad way in the slightest. Beer takes advantage where things
Senna
go wrong.
Also,
Senna is away here.
after 2 laps.
Oh,
4
Forrester with a
seconds
fantastic
clear.
move on Matt Lowe.
All around the outside, and
What a
he
move
makes
by
it
Forrester.
stick.
Great move there by Forrester as we look back. And
Now in
right,
the podium positions after 2 laps. He could be a dark horse in this
bit
race.
of lag there again. There is a bit of a jitter in this lobby, I've noticed that. But we're still here, we're still
Let's have a
rolling.
look at the race. Right, so the race director, Vemmans has 2 warnings for colliding, but I think you can never really trust them. Forrester with ignoring yellow flag, stop go penalty.
Forrester with a
2
stop go
warnings.
penalty. Oh, that's going to
Because of
cripple his
ignoring yellow
chances.
flags.
Of
So that
course,
means
if
he's going
there
to go
is-
even further behind. So if it's a 5-second stop and go, he's going to be like 11 seconds behind Senna once he's taken his pit stop.
It is, and here comes Coffee with Ben behind him. The closest battle on the track at the moment, as we can see. And Ben
Matt Lowe trying to stay with Forrester, but he's slowly getting away.
And here comes...
As Mum is chasing down Coffee
I'm
very
on board.
much.
I'm on board here. Vemmans in the background must be absolutely seething in the background there. And, oh, Coffee ran right a little bit here.
And Ben's in the RS range now, and Ben is pulling out to the outside. Can he hang around like what Forrester did?
No, he can't.
Coffee shuts the door,
and here comes Shag.
Good chance for Shag, is it?
Yeah, I believe it is Toro Rosso. Shag round the outside. Good.
Trying to get round the
side by
outside
side here. Side by side coming into the final chicane.
Backs out of it, but
Right,
he has got a better
Ben.
line through the chicane now as he runs a bit wide towards into it. Cuts the corner slightly potentially there, but I'm not really sure. Slightly potentially, yes. That's good English.
That's a Reese's contribution. Right, guys, we're going to bed.
That's
anyway.
buttons. That's button words.
That's button language. And as I'm going to actually cut forward here, I'll let you deal with the bottom battle because we currently, or lower battle, because we have a very interesting battle now to see how Forrester copes with Taff Kabir's defending. So second and third place here.
Oh, that's very
Forrester. I think. Well, they're on the same tyre.
Oh,
Matt
Lowe
Lowe's
retires.
retired. What's happened to Matt? I bloody missed it. What's happened?
No, he's not even. I don't think it was terminal damage. I think he might have left potentially.
No, it
yeah.
must have been
terminal damage. He's crashed.
So he's binned it from fourth place. Matt Lowe with a comfortable fourth place has binned it, but we will now look on board Coffee Bugle, who is currently forming a bit of a train here behind him, and DRS by Ben, and Shag's gone off in the background.
Oh, it's a big crash.
Shag with a
I
bit
saw
of
that in the background of spectating Forrester, and Mum's trying to go around the outside. Coffee leaves him no room again. And
Coffee's being very aggressive, clean, but borderline aggressive.
Hard but fair.
Indeed. Ish. I like that word. Ish works. As Forrester is there with beer. Ben is all over Coffee at the moment, and Shag very, very well saved.
Here we go. The second and third have now fallen 7 seconds behind, and Forrester's made a
Forrester's got beer on the inside.
Beer, and up the inside, and he's made the pass before coming towards turn one.
That's the one thing with Beer. You've got to get him before them braking zones. Beer is a master of knowing where to put himself on the braking zone. And amazingly, Coffee Bugle is still driving in fourth position here.
And Mum is finding it very hard to get past Coffee here. And he's got a
Ben's
good run.
Gone for it down the
inside.
Oh, unlucky.
He got very close.
And Venom's, I get his name wrong again. Vemons, sorry, forgive me. And Beer, so not Beer, Ben.
And Mum is
going on the inside of him now.
He's done the cutback and he's.
Oh, what a fantastic manoeuvre there!
It's a superb overtake.
Oh, brilliant overtake there by Ben. And here comes Vemons. Oh, Ben
Coffee
with the run a bit wide.
getting him back, but Ben has got that covered. And up into P4 Ben goes, and he's going to try and chase down Taff Kabir for P3. But will Coffee come back at him? And he's in DRS range, just comes out of DRS a bit too early there.
I do like Coffee there, that was a good move. Had to really be mindful of Vemons behind him as well.
Yeah, Pure Vemons coming right back up into the field, now up into P6 from his incident. And it'd be interesting to see if Button and Vemons got any damage from that incident.
I think based on Vemons, I'm going to have a little look at Vemons now actually, his car. I'm going to go down the camera angles. I think Vemons has really got away with this. And looking at the nose cam...
Looking at Button, I think, yeah, he has got a bit of wing damage, hence why he's going in the pits.
Button going for the strategy change
hits
there.
That, probably breaks it too early.
Oh, and there goes Swizz and Shag in the background. All action so far. Oh, whoa, mental lag there on Coffee. And Vemons is lagging quite a bit here, but not detrimental, must be said.
So Forrester's now carving into this lead.
Whoa, bit of lag here by Vemons.
Seconds.
Wayne having a very, very calm race back there by the looks of it. Richie Boy is just having his own race, I think, as well. As Senna is just completely and utterly away at the moment. Forrester, as you did say, is carving down the lead a little bit, and he has left Tafka in the background.
Taken a second out of it in the last lap and a half.
One lap, wasn't it? I think, yeah. And Ben, I think, has left Coffee.
Got a great run on Coffee, and he could have a good chance, and he's switched to the inside line. But
Coffee, good defending again by Coffee.
Enough.
Really good defending, very firm.
It's very hard to overtake here, so...
It is. It's one of the tracks where you'd think it would be very, very easy. but it really isn't at the same time. So we will now go back on board with Ben. In fact, no, I'm going to change my mind.
6. Them laps have gone flying through.
And Coffee just seems to be lacking, Reese. A lot of pace. And he pits in on lap 6. On an unusual tyre strategy.
Is that the faster tyre? Is that easy?
He's on the faster tyre.
So interesting. Well, Shag's still going and he's in P6, so it's going to be interesting to see when he pits.
And here comes Swizz on Shag.
He tends to be not too bad on his tyres. But Swizz needs to get a move on here because he's on these harder tyres, and if he wants to stay in touch with the top 5, he needs to get past Shag. Because he's on the same strategy as the ones ahead of him.
Totally agree with you. I mean, obviously, depending on tyre wear and where you eventually want to go, you know, you may want to really kind of be in that sort of position where you're in that point where you can fight based on your tyre wear, but then would you really want to risk that? And the man to watch now, I'd probably say, would be Forrester. At the moment, Senna has had it very easily.
Hasn't gained much on this lap, and it's stayed. Well, it's gone up a 10th in this middle sector.
He's lost a 10th.
So
he has lost a 10th.
I'll come back to him, but Beer is sticking reasonably with. You can still see him in his sights, but they're starting to get a bit spread out now.
Oh, and Swizz went flying into the back of Shag there. Late break in there by Swizzle. Don't think any damage was caused. I don't think anyway. I will double check the wings. I think Swizzle may have
Richie
damaged
Boy, who is running around at the back of the grid, he has got a 3-second penalty. Well, 6 seconds.
Just to kind of compile your misery there, basically.
Interesting to point out, is on a 3-second penalty also, so he's not as close as we may think to Senna. And it looks like Swizz is going for a move on Shag, but Shag has got very good straight line speed by the looks of it.
And interesting to point out, just in front of us as well, we can actually see Ben and Vemmans in a potential battle coming up as well. You can see that in the distance just up the road.
May I say, Forrester has gained 4 tenths in that first sector, and probably the last sector of that last lap since I've rid off board with him, and Forrester is very much closing the gap, and Vemmans now all over the back of Mum, so it's going to be interesting to see who's going to get this 4th position. Will he get it before the pit stop phase? And the tyres seem like they're going quite far.
I've noticed how the soft tyres have not gone as far as what you think. It's... Oh, here we go. However, change the top it. Ben goes very, very deep, narrow to the inside. Vemmans going for the cutback.
Changes.
Oh, this
and
is
he gets
close.
it. Very nice overtake.
But will Ben hang it round the outside here?
Oh, and he does.
Gentle, and a bit of contact as well. But Ben holds on. Very, very nice aware driving.
That cutback, I thought the move was done, but
it looked done and dusted.
Ben hangs it around the outside very well.
And may I just point out as well that this is absolutely perfect for Mr. Beer, leaving him behind in 3rd position. And to prove a point,
so
you cannot see.
Very good chance of a podium here.
Beer, if he gets this completely right. Oh, and Venoms goes down the outside of Mitch Mum. So Venoms gets Ben.
Went defensive on the inside, and Vemmans didn't feel going in the slipstream. We just went round the outside of him.
Swizzle pits.
It'll be interesting to see if
on lap 9
with him
or lap 8, and it's a genuine pit stop. Swizz has switched onto the harder tyres.
See how far Shag's going in these soft tyres, because he's on lap 9 and it don't seem like he's dropping that much pace. So he's sticking with the 4th and 5th, so he could be well up there at the end of this race.
Shag is really, really cutting himself a bit of slack, it should be said, in a way, by giving himself
Swizz just comes out just ahead of Button, and Button very much having a race to forget at the moment. And
the interesting point of contention is the fact that Wayne is just having a very, very nice, I would almost call it Sunday drive. He's not really, unless he got involved in incidents at the start of the race, which I have to hold my hands up and apologise we did miss. But Wayne is just having a quiet race here at the moment. Admittedly, Swizzle will want to get past him, and Button will desperately want to get past him. Desperately unlucky there for Button at the start, having a collision with Vemmans, ruining their starts basically, and giving Ouija and Senna, should I say, I keep calling them but two different people, and a battle in the background there, Button and Swizz in the background here, fighting for 9th place.
Yeah, I was just catching on to that.
Watching it from the back of
Wayne,
like Button
has got the pace over Swizz, and he is going to the outside. Is he going to hang it around the outside? Or
is he going to go down the outside here? Swizzle gives him lots of room, very, very good
better to cut back, but I think Swizz...
Oh, Button with a fantastic move!
Swizz gets all out of shape on the exit of that corner, and Button slips up the inside and says thank you for that.
Richie Boy is currently still driving around in F1 2015, but moving on to the next guy.
The gap at the front is staying around 5 to 6 seconds, so it's not coming down as much as you like, but Beer is still there with 10 seconds behind, so it's going to be interesting to see where these forms will happen. Will Senna come out in traffic when he comes in the pits? Will that hinder his chances? So
this on Tuesday is looking to be an absolutely fantastic race. But moving on anyway, we will go back in. 9 viewers, guys. Thank you for watching. And Ben has a really, really late break in. No, not quite getting involved there.
So it's
but now,
weird to
much
see
better
that
exit.
Mum hasn't got the pace to stay ahead of Evans, but he's there right behind him to stick right behind him.
Is that powerful on these straights that you can't really shake off your competition? And big Ben going for an goodness me.
That's the one thing I absolutely hate about this game, because if you're faster than the driver you're racing against, you get past them, but they can just stick with you and they just stay behind you. It's quite frustrating when you're driving, but
unless it's you, just pisses all over everyone and leaves them. But moving on, Ben going for a bit of a dive here. Nope, he thinks better of it in the end. So the battle for 4th place is, as far as I'm aware, the closest battle on the track at the moment.
I think, I was going to flick through, but it seems like you've just done that for us.
Yeah, this is it. This is what we've got at the moment. I mean, we will have Button and Wayne in a few laps' time, I believe. But Ben trying to go around the outside of Emmons there.
It's going to be interesting to see where Button ends out at the end of this race after his collision. Seems like he got worse off than what Vemmons did. Vemmons defends very nicely there, parks that very nicely in the middle of the track.
Vemmons, you're supposed to be driving an F1 car, not a bus, but we'll move on to the next point there for you. Right, so we are now going back with Ben. We are just following Ben round at the moment. We will be flicking back and forth towards the top 3 in a few moments. Admittedly, they are not currently in any battles. Ben thinks twice again about going for Vemmons, runs a little bit deep.
Very hard to overtake here. So whoever gets pole is got a very good chance of staying ahead. Apart from that massive long straight, there is limited places to overtake around this track.
And we currently have a mini battle ensuing for 8th position for the 3rd to last points paying position, as we have Wayne and Button.
Seems like where Mum needs to stay with Vemmons, he kind of drops off. That final sector is not as strong as Vemmons, but in the rest of the lap he's right with him. But he is as close as he has the last couple of laps and in DRS range, but not quite close enough.
Exactly that point. It's his cornering is so superior. And may I just point out that Shag is still going round on them soft tyres. He is really, really pulling out a heck of a stint here by Shag. Really, really good bit of driving. If he can get to
lap 15, he's going to be with the medium runners when they pit in, so he could probably, if he started on their medium tyres, he could probably...
we got a crash! Vemmons has gone miles off and hit the wall! Vemmons lost it himself! Caught on stream. Vemmons is out!
He's retired.
Vemmons is out! Oh dear! An absolute catastrophe! What's happened with
this car? It's a big contact.
And he's actually returned his car to the track. Oh, dearie me, Vemmons.
Did you see what happened? Was there anyone?
I did, he was off. Ben ran a bit wide, but about a second further up the track, Venoms just decided to drive to a different postcode.
I just saw it on your stream.
Oh, dear. Vemmons, just no luck. We can call him the Kai Pollitt of the Saturday League. But moving on. Hey Kai, thanks for watching. Much love.
So Button's now well up there. He is like 50 seconds off the lead, but he is up into P7th now. P7.
P7th. But yeah, been really good so far.
Forrester is now 5 seconds
away
from Senna, and he's cut 4 tenths in that first sector. So he is now on a mission to catch Senna.
Beer seems to be completely by himself.
Like Senna's probably struggling on tyres slightly. I think
this is the point of the race where we need some guys. If anybody can please donate to mine and Reese's Twitch channel, we now need Red Bull, please. There is not much battling going on, so it's going to be a case of kind of just really kind of waiting for stuff to happen now. Mistakes now will be the good. Yeah. What are we going to do? But however. Q&A guys, go on, ask a question. I have a baby. No, I'm not gay, before anyone asks. Right. I will actually pay a bit more attention to this because Forrester has really caught Senna. by quite
Yeah,
a bit here.
4.9 seconds. He's closed nearly a second on this lap alone.
Forrester has really, compared to Senna, who really switched his tyres on really early in the
and
race.
comes another 3 tenths in them final sector, so he is absolutely on a charge right now.
What do you reckon,
Senna's
guys? Forrester for the
slowly
win?
going to be able to see him in a glimpse of his mirrors in a couple of laps' time.
Only add intimidation. I know Senna doesn't easily get intimidated, but... Oh, and by the way, I will watch this now as Mustafa Shag pits in from 5th position. Good effort to make 13 laps out of his tyres.
On these soft tyres, that is a superb performance on them soft tyres. Now, he could probably get the undercut on some drivers here. Now he's gone that far into the race. He's
Medium
probably
tyres.
5th position overall as well now.
I'd say definitely a net 5th for Shag, but he's going to... Is he, though? Because here comes Button coming down the straight.
Button, he's probably slightly a bit too far back, but
now...
Button is on the charge back through.
Exactly, so this is going to be where Button... And it must be said as well that Wayne is having a very, very quiet race. I've said it earlier. And he's currently in 8th position. So he's having
Senna
a nice...
has responded to Forrester in this lap so far. He hasn't gained much. I think he's lost half a tenth on this lap so far, Forrester. But let's see what he does in this final sector.
Senna stays out for another lap, of course. You have to if you're going to be running medium tyres, and that was Forrester running a bit wide there. Very, very lucky.
You need to at least try and get to lap 20 if you're riding on these medium tyres.
20's going to have to be the case.
Yeah, loses 2 tenths in the final sector, so Senna is responding.
Admittedly, Forrester did have a very scruffy final sector there, Reece. It must be said. He did kind of hit the curb a little bit. And the man who is just sitting there, biding his time, 12.7 seconds off the lead, Beer, 3rd position.
He could be an underdog to win this race right now because he's not that far behind.
And Coffee Bugle, I must have caught him at the wrong time because I thought he was trying to find the Haref circuit. That's a bit further north, mate, to be honest, so we're nearly there. And
so
Shag...
There's not many battles on the track right now, so if you could leave comments and tell us.
Yeah, guys, anybody... yeah, oh, Rara is here. Rara's watching. Rara just seen Vemans. Yeah, not the best. But yeah, it's been an interesting start. This is the danger, of course, as me and Reece did point out. Do you know what, though? Pulling in 12 people on short notice, I think is a bloody good effort, Reece. What do you reckon?
Yeah, that's very good. And if we've raced as well, that would be 14 of us. So a very good turnout, considering very little notice is very good. And the race.
A lot of notice in word of mouth.
Either, so.
But no, race really, really fun, and it's only going to get better because Forrester has put the gap back down. No, he hasn't. I'm lying. It's still 4.8 seconds. Right.
It might go down after this sector because he hasn't had a bad sector and...
Oh, it's gone up.
It's gone up.
Well, that's just basically pissed over. Both commentators, right, guys?
So.
We are going to get sacked after the race. Forgive me.
We're rookies. We're rookies.
What's your... Hey, I've done a whole bloody race of this, mate. Leave me alone. I'm no longer a rookie. I haven't got that excuse. So at the moment...
Mum's catching beer slowly. Not an alarming rate, but it is coming down.
Button, who I thought was quite a bit closer to Shag, must have gone off somewhere. I don't know. Has he had an incident or?
Yeah, it's about 6 seconds the gap between Button and Shag. So Shag's very much ahead of Button. So Button's on his own pretty much the whole of this race so far.
Do you know what? I've just realised I'm watching the Ferrari steering wheel, and you can actually see how much quicker he is compared to his last lap. That is awesome. Yeah. I've never seen that before.
So most of these drivers are going to be coming roughly towards the end of their stints in the next couple of laps. So it's going to be interesting to see where they all file out from the ones who have pitted earlier, and then we might be able to see some more racing.
If not, we will fill in the gaps. We will fill in the gaps. We will do it. So at the moment, the biggest kind of most interesting battle is Forrester runs dreadfully wide there. In fairness, not really the best line.
Forrester has gained a 10th in this lap so far, but he's
Forrester pits.
Sector, so.
Forrester pits.
Forrester in. That could be huge. He could get, if he can get this, when he comes back out of this pit, he could gain probably up to a second, depending on when Senna pits. So this could bring the gap down very much.
And will Forrester come out in traffic?
Yeah.
Another interesting. Beer goes through in second, so we will now go and check down the order. Ben, I believe, will just about get him. Will he? Has he got him? Yeah, Ben's easily, comfortably got him. And will Coffee get him as well? No, Coffee's a mile behind. So Forrester comes out in 4th position. Comfortably in 4th. So Yeah, good start so far to
Coffee
the
in
race.
P5, so he's not having a bad race at the end, as it stands. But
Coffee may have a couple of problems later on, simply because of the early pit stop, and he's gone. However, Coffee's gone back onto the soft tyres.
that's very interesting. I think that's definitely a wrong call there, but
Yeah, I mean,
we never
you know,
know.
you could just put one set of mediums on and run.
Maybe on a
I-
50%, but maybe not in
Yeah.
100.
Yeah, Coffee should have bit. It may work out, you know, it may pistol over us. We've been pistol over in the last couple of minutes in commentary, so, you know, the other 4 guys might get hit by a fucking nuclear
It'll be
warhead,
interesting
but...
to see what Shag does, though. So, Shag got 13 laps on his soft tyres, so if he can get a good 20-25 laps on these mediums, he can go on the softs again at the end, and he could be very strong contender for potentially, if he can close that gap, maybe on a podium, depending on...
Reece saying that,
or,
Shag is only 5 seconds behind Coffee.
yeah, that's a good point.
So, great save there by
Senna
Shag.
into the pits. Senna
Into the pits. Right, let's go. We will leave
Beer
you to a
takes
couple
the
minutes, Shag.
lead.
And Beer takes over the lead of the Spanish Grand Prix. Senna
And
comes
Forrester
back
has
out.
closed that gap a lot, and he's gone onto the soft tyres, has Forrester, so he's going to carve that lead
Senna's come out the pits on
slightly.
No, Senna's pulled away by the looks of it.
No.
Senna's deeply pulled away. Senna has really pulled away of Forrester.
Is on the medium tyres, so it's going to be interesting now.
Senna has pulled
Has
away from
Forrester
Forrester by a
gone?
huge amount. Or am I looking at the right race here? Has Ben? What?
Yeah, Senna's 12 seconds clear of Forrester.
What
Oh,
a
he had
bad
to stop
choice,
and go,
man.
didn't he?
Oh, of course, bloody dickheads. Yeah, there you go, happy days. We've really bigged up Forrester there, but then we forgot about the stop-go, so...
Because of the
Drama
bloody
over.
stupid yellow flags on this game, but...
Obviously, the only difference is, obviously, if there is a dud call by the officials, we can't really do too much when it is a stop-and-go penalty, because it is what it is.
Depends
It is
if
what
he
it
has
is.
something to say about it, and he'd say if he's recorded it, and we could take 5 seconds off his time at the end, but
Potentially,
it's up
but
to
I
driver's
probably will...
choice. But
It will be. I mean, the way we kind of run things at WR, as people here, you know, the majority of people who have watched this and get involved are part of WOR and part of the WR community. And basically, you know, we kind of run on the habits of going through, you know, just kind of let the game decide this stuff. And Wayne ran a bit wide there. Richie Boy, it's good to
now on
point
lap
out...
19.
Do you know what, actually? Yeah, I'm going to go back with Bit. Lap 19 on the medium tyres. Senna is closing in fast.
Could
Now,
he
the
do
key...
a stop less than Senna, and this could be for the lead if Beer can do one less stop than Senna. If he goes onto them hard tyres on his next pit stop, this could be for the lead right now.
The tyres don't look too worn on Tafka's car either, it must be said. They are looking quite new in
Yeah, they are
comparison
still
to what they
looking
should
quite
be.
fresh. I
So
reckon they're on about 57-58%.
he's got a good few laps left in them. If he can pull out a 45 lap stint, it's going to be an absolute ball ache to do, but if he can pull out a 45 lap stint on the harder tyres, you can do it, don't get me wrong. You'll be grazing a cheese, you'll be licking a cheese. Remember the
And
old
as
cheese
well,
grater lick
Senna
phrase?
may have to do another 2 stops here, depending on how far he can get with these mediums. Unless he goes on the hards at the end, I think this could be definitely for the lead, because Senna may have to do a 3 stop here.
Forrester has ruined the day that he had that penalty. It must be said, he has dropped right back off the pace.
But when these two are battling, he should be able to close the gap slightly. And yeah, the gap is only 11 seconds now, so when they're
Forrester is in a net.
battle...
He's in a net second place out of the pit stop, guys, so he is up there. What will Beer do? Beer carries on. Beer has made lap 20 on a set of medium tyres.
It's going to be
Big
interesting
news.
to see
And
if
here comes
Senna
Senna.
can get past.
Here comes Senna. Beer with a great
Beer
defensive
defends
manoeuvre.
very nicely.
Senna's going to go. No, I think Senna should probably hang back here.
Senna's going to do it here.
He's done him on the
It's a
outside.
superb overtake.
What a fantastic move. What a move. Beer dared him. And he answered. Fantastic manoeuvre.
That's the sort of move
Knowing
I
the
did.
humble guy that Beer
Oh,
is.
big crash, Senna!
Senna, where's he gone?
He's gone flat out into
Senna's
the
gone
wall.
flying off. Oh
Forrester's going in
dear.
net first.
Dear, the overtake of the race followed by... Yeah.
Senna now
Oh,
has to come in for
dearie
another
me.
pit stop, and that's going to put him well far down the grid.
Oh, no. And that,
Forrester
ladies
from
and gentlemen, has put...
P12 on the grid.
That has
now
put
gone into the
Tafka
lead.
Beer and I I'm speechless. Senna, unbelievable. A lead by
Forrest are now
such a margin.
8.5 seconds off the lead of Tafka Beer, but could be in net first right now, depending on how many stops he makes.
Interesting, see, because, man, bro, what are we on about? They were left in the fucking race. Fuck this shit. Who gives a crap? This is awesome. And Beer pits. Beer pits.
And Button up into P6.
It'll be a net fifth. It will be a net fifth. So Beer pits in.
Shag up into P5. And he's going to jump Senna as well, so he's going to be up into P4.
Oh, Senna must be kicking himself. And Beer's gone on the hards.
I only caught the
Beer's
end
trying
of
it.
I'm gutted for that.
I missed the whole of it. I was watching Beer's car, and then all of a sudden I just saw smoke.
So is Beer on the hards? Interesting. Can he go to the end of this race?
An unbelievable race, this. And Wayne Hammer has found himself in a good 7th position here. And Senna pits, and he's going to be behind Wayne Hammer.
Going to be Forrester, but Button up into P5 and Shag up into P4, and Shag's keeping a very good gap to Button, but Button is slowly catching the gap 3 seconds.
What a race so far, and we're not even a third of the way through. I thought this,
Senna comes back out
honestly,
in P7 and goes on the hard, trying to get him to the end of the race.
No offence, if anyone's watching this, I have to apologise to anyone involved, and Coffey's gone onto the hard tyres now. That was what he should have gone on in the first place.
So
well
Coffey's
done, buddy.
now just behind Senna.
Coffey's made the worst choice of his WOR career, in my opinion. What he needed to do, he just basically, all he had to do, don't go back on the supers, go on the hards. Coffey Bugle would be right now battling for a net 2nd place if he'd have done that right. He did.
So Mum now leads the race, but he is diving into the pits and goes further than Beer on his medium tyres. And did he pit? No, he didn't. Did he? So
Ben very
pits on
fabled
lap
for
21.
Forrester takes the lead of the race, of course, as you'd expect, by quite a way.
So Forrester leads. Richie Boy in P9 after all the shouting. Swizz are now at the back of the grid of the ones that are running. So there has been a lot of excitement in this race so
crazy incidents. And interestingly enough, Swizz is
so
nearly a lap down.
only 13.5 seconds behind the leader.
And Forrester, bearing in mind, is on the soft tyres.
So yeah, Beer could be actually leading this race.
An amazing drive this. It's such a spread out field, but the thing with the 100% races, which is what invariably has caught both of us out recently in the past, it's all about the concentration, and Shag is right behind Ben.
Ben's just came out of the pits, and Shag's
on the quicker tyre.
Mum's on the hard tyres here, so
Shag on the mediums.
Bearing right down on him. And the Toro Rossos are looking very strong in this race.
The Toros have really cranked it up, and there's Button in the background looking ominous in the background there.
So Button could still get a podium here, it's in sight.
I think, dude, Doctor's currently making clips for me at the moment. That's pretty cool. I've just realised. But anyway, moving back onto this, we currently have the battle for the final podium position between Ben and Shag, long-term friends, long-term rivals.
Mum has a bit of a bounce over that final curb, so that could hinder him on this straight, and Shag is very close, so he's definitely going to be able to make a move here.
No, I would not like to exit multiplayer. Right, anyway, moving on. Shag, go for it. Shag, go for it on the outside.
Shag goes around the outside.
A Toro Rosso,
and he gets the move done. Shag
what
up into P3. Button now closing in on this battle. It's going to be a 3-car battle for the podium.
This battle isn't over yet, and if
Senna
you think about it, Senna is in 6th position again.
Towards turn number 1 now.
Wayne coming into the pits, but we will now go back to the battle. Richie Boy, I think, has just pitted. Yeah, moving on. Oh, no, come on. X button, thank you. Shag holding on to a net. Fine drive.
Richie Boy has now been lapped from Forrester. And Beer only 15.5 seconds behind Forrester, but Forrester is on the soft tyres, so
2 seconds.
Forrester's not going to be able to go very far, but it depends what
he has to nail the
stint. If he goes on the hards, he's going to have to go on another 2 stops.
Ed made a bit of a mistake
there. Beer may
there,
only have to do 1, so the battle behind isn't that, they're not that far away from Beer either. Beer's only 6 seconds up the road.
He's
so
only
Shag's
6
in a
seconds off the road, isn't he?
position right now.
Shag has hit the jackpot in this race so far.
He's
He
probably
just
been the
simply needs
driver
to
of the
keep a
day
clean
so
head.
far.
In my opinion, yes.
Him
Forrester
or
from the back.
Forrester?
Yeah, them two are currently in contention, in fairness. Vemans just... Oh, dear.
Bemmans
Dear.
and Senna probably had a race to forget. Senna had a good race until the last couple of laps.
Long way to go, yeah, of course.
Oh yeah, we're not even hit halfway distance yet.
And I didn't really expect this race to be as fun as it has been. I must absolutely be honest with you. Richie Boy has finally found pace when he's a lap and a half down, so that kind of works.
And I remember doing these 100%ers, and they are a killer. Like you just get like when you're on your own, you just get so bored, sitting behind no one, battling no one. It's not
especially
fun.
when you're not leading as well. Like, I mean, I've had it many times with the RRL battles that we used to have. The main one was round Abu Dhabi, even though in the end it was a great battle between me, RRL Shoe and RRL Wiss, which of course unfortunately I came off worse with. But when you know you spend all that time catching up and you're just completely and utterly fucked by the end of it. You're just fucked.
Yeah.
You can't literally do anything else. But we press on as
Look
we now
at
are
this
riding on board.
battle for third though.
I'm in it, mate. I'm
Button has
watching
literally caught
fourth
the end of it.
Button has had a comeback drive to remember here. He just needs now, learning from previous mistakes with Vemans, it wasn't anybody's fault there. I did catch the whole incident. It will be watched back on stream.
If Button didn't crash, he would probably be leading this race right now.
He'd be comfortably. It would be a big battle between Forrester and Button. Really would. As no DRS is going to be activated, I don't believe.
So he's not close enough yet, but next lap he should be right on the back of these two in DRS range.
Senna is just I could just imagine Senna cursing, and if I was him, I would be too. It's just not
That's
been
what I mean with Senna. He's a very quick driver, but he can't ever have a clean race without having an incident. Like
it's always in that one wasn't
if he get out
even
of
well.
that habit, he would be well up there all the time.
Well, he's been in the top 3 in every single race he's competed in at some point before incidents happened. Australia was not his fault. It was a lag glitch that threw him into the wall. It has happened to a few of us, but obviously the Bahrainian Grand Prix, a lack in judgment, which of course he has agreed to, did kind of fault him a little bit there. He made a lack of judgment, and obviously that really threw his race off. In the end, 13th. McLaren, who were the dark horse team, are nowhere at the moment in Tuesday Championship, and obviously
Shag
Ferrari
is
here.
catching beer.
He's leaving Ben
The gap
behind.
6 seconds. Between Shag and Beer is 6 seconds, so Beer obviously on the slower tyre.
Has just picked up some serious pace, and Swizzle nearly getting lapped here already, and we're not even a third of the way through, just over a third.
Beer on the slower tyre is not getting away as fast as I thought, Forrester. But the gap is 18.2 seconds, so he's going to come out just behind Beer when he makes his pit stop, if he comes in the next couple of laps. But the battle for third, Button slowly dropped off
and
here.
And we've got some DRS finally.
Now catching.
Ben in DRS range. So here we go.
So Mum has made up some time in that final second and third sector here. Because in the first sector he was absolutely nowhere, and Shag was going away from him. But seems like he has closed the gap, and it is very close. And Button's now dropping away slowly, but can he just claw his way back into the battle here?
We peaked at 10 views, we are now down to 3. It doesn't make a difference to me, this is fantastic racing. So, we now have the battle for third, which is the main primary battle on the track at the moment. Matt Lowe's left the session, that was expecting. He lasted a while, Matt, fair play to him. He had a Matt Lowe as well, another fantastic start by Matt, but just, we missed the incident. We were watching obviously at the front after the Vemans crash, or just before the Vemans crash, wasn't it, I think? And oh no, just after, wasn't it? Sorry,
well, he was well up there. He was in P4, wasn't he? So
he was running in second. He ran in second place for a little bit, and then obviously Beer picked him off. But now this is going to be the key point. Can Shag keep Ben behind without compromising? That's it. He's got it.
Hit them curbs.
I think in a way Shag needs to stay in front, but without jeopardising his own race. Here comes Ben.
Yeah, oh, it was very close. He could have gone for it if he late braked, but I think Shag was aware, and it looks like Button's gone into the pits.
Really?
Yeah, Button in the pits for set a medium, so he's going to have to make another pit stop at the end of
Again,
this race. Probably
Button's been jumped by Coffee.
Soft tyres, so yeah. I'm not sure what Button's done
Really
next. He's normally pretty good on his tyres.
Really dubious strategy decisions by Button here. I think he's almost lost his head in a way, to be honest. Especially after the earlier incident. He's had a fantastic
I
clawback
don't
fight.
think he should have. He should have. He's up there battling for podium. He should be switched on, ready for battle. But it seems like
Ben, a very, very lucky DRS activation zone.
So.
He'll have to make one. It's Button's reluctance to use the harder tyre is really, really costing him deep here. Big hit. He
so it
never
looks
usually.
Like Forrester's tyres are slowly going off now, because he's not putting away as much as he was on
Them tyres are looking a little bit cut. Front left looking a bit cut there. Just sort my lisp out as well. Christ, that's better. Right. Beer about 19. So he's holding station about 19.5 seconds, and Shag has really pulled out a bit of a gap on Ben.
So yeah, obviously at the moment it seems like Forrester's definitely the favourite for this race, but depending on how many stops he has to make, because Beer he's either going to make no more stops or he's going to have to make one more stop. So it's going to be, I think Forrester's going to have to make another 2, maybe 3.
Yeah,
Indeed.
I was about to say, Reese, that is a good point. Forrester, being on the softer tyre, will have to make more stops. At least one more. If he can pull out these tyres, I can't realistically see them go past 13 laps. Shag really pushed him to the limit.
He might be very good on his tyres, but I can't see him going much further than what Shag did. And he came in on lap, I think he came in lap like 16 or something like that. So he's going to be looking, probably the next couple of laps is where he's going to be coming into the pits. And if Beer can stay just inside that 20-second mark, he's going to be in the lead of this Grand Prix.
Of course, Forrester will be coming at him like a bull in a china shop, but that's not kind of the point.
Depending on what tyres he goes on though. If he goes on them hard tyres, Beer's going to keep him behind. As we see Mum going wide just before the chicane.
Mum must be absolutely spitting feathers at the moment. I mean, Ben has...
So Shag's now got away.
Bit of lag issue there, but that's not an issue there. Not a problem. Oh, another one.
And Senna back up into P5, but now 45 seconds off the lead. So
Senna must be cursing. Senna had the lead of this race. He was absolutely
and
away and gone.
he can't even see the podium in his sights. So
well, no, it's Senna is a pit stop behind the podium, and that really speaks
Coffee
volumes.
and Button are not far behind him either. And Button's got to run on Coffee here, and he's
Button's
in
got to run
DRS
here.
range, and he's going to make a move
Light
around
work
the
of him.
outside.
Light work of
easy.
Coffee.
Coffee doesn't even fight.
I have to say, considering Coffee's impending disciplinary action for Russia, he's having a very, very clean drive as out Coffee. I will alert Reese, obviously, and all the guys and Coffee moving forward. This will be, obviously, in due course. You cannot put your car in fucking AI going around corners. Sorry, my bad.
So yeah, Beer's now carving into this lead what Forrester's got, and Forrester's tyres are literally must be on the edge. Yeah, there is
Reese,
wear
8
on
tenths
them,
in
we
2
can see.
sectors by Beer.
Yeah, Beer's definitely catching.
Toro
So it was
Rosso's
18.3. Let's see what it is when he crosses the line.
Toro Rosso's have flown to the end of the rainbow and struck gold here. This has been a fantastic
Well, if they carry on how it is, they're
drive.
going to be top of the constructors at the end of this race.
Easily. Well, they pretty much will be at the moment now, depending on that.
And Beer, yeah, closes in by 3 thousandths in that final sector.
Hey, every little helps. Hashtag Tesco. Right, let's go here. We will have a look back to Senna again just to see what's happening. Buttons. So this is where the race now will really, really test the mettle of these drivers. Interesting to point out, Richie Boy getting a little bit impatient behind Forrester here. Richie Boy down a lap down in 9th place.
May I just point out, Beer took him 4 tenths out of Forrester in that first sector alone.
Again, let's have a look.
The gap nearly 17 seconds.
From 18.394 to 18.094, so just a shade under 4 tenths, 3 tenths I believe. Looking good. Beer looking very, very strong.
Closing in the gap as well. The gap between Senna and Forrester is
Senna
has
put 6 seconds on Forrester in a matter of a lap and a half. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so
Beer
Forrester
down
must be
Beer
coming
into
in
the
this lap, or
17s.
he's going to be...
Beer into the 17s.
Yeah, Forrester in the pits. Let's see what
Forrester
tyre he
into the
goes
pits. And he only went down to about 17 miles an hour, mate. Fair play. The speed limit is 50. Good stuff. Right, so we will
Beer's
go
going to
and
take the
have a
lead
look
of this Grand Prix, but let's see what Forrester goes on now.
Will he, though? Will he take it?
I think he
Not
will.
by much. Not by much. He will definitely have the
Oh,
lead.
and he goes on to the hard tyres. So Forrester on the hard tyres. So this is going to be a close
really
battle.
the
And there
end.
goes Beer. So it's going to be very close right now.
And Shag
And I
on the
don't
chase
think
down of
he'll
Forrester.
make the end. I think he'll go on the softs at the end. So one more stop for Forrester, if my predictions are correct.
We're going
And
for that.
this is now on the battle for the lead.
So Beer, after being 20 seconds off Senna, a pit stop behind him,
Now
overtaken
leading
with
the
the
race.
best, possibly the, well, it is so far the best overtake in the Saturday League. Indeed, he leads the race. Senna, I believe, will just be absolutely kicking the shit out of himself here. Non-PG show here, guys, by the way.
Because Beer's only been on these tyres probably about 8-9 laps now, so his tyres are still reasonably fresh considering he has been on these like 10 laps. So Forrester probably won't be catching him as fast as he'd like, but he will close that gap eventually. But it's one thing closing the gap to Beer and another thing passing him. So. And Shag only 6 seconds off the lead, so he is well in this battle.
It's completely and utterly all come compact like a spring, man. It's like a slinky. Oh dear.
Senna only 20 seconds off the lead now, and having to make one more stop like everyone ahead, so he is definitely up there. He'll probably have to go on the mediums at the end, so he definitely probably won't win this race, but he's
Get
gonna...
the feeling this field is going to come together at the end. I've got a really, really interesting feeling that
Yeah,
everyone's
well they
gonna
are
really
very close as it is at the moment. The top 5 are only separated by 20 seconds, so...
Saying that, Button's
Well,
25 seconds
top
behind.
6.
Yeah, and Coffee only a further 3.
And Coffee 28,
Jesus
and then
Christ.
Wayne 49, so the top
Wayne's having
7 are
his own race.
separated by about 30 seconds, so this is going to be very... Anyone in this top 7 can still win this theoretically, but the top 2 are probably the biggest contenders right now.
At the moment, I'd say Forrester is catching him, but obviously that's going to be due to the fact he's on the better tyres. Give it a lap or two,
He's
Forrester.
only closed 4 tenths in the last lap and a bit, so he's not
let's have a look.
closed massively, but...
Looking back on the previous incidents, we had Matt Lowe retiring on lap 2,
Oh,
I
Beer's
believe.
pulled away on sector 2 by half a tenth, so...
Beer keeping the gap same, but it doesn't look that big a gap, but obviously gaps visually can be misleading from when they go for the timestamp.
Yeah.
But Matt Lowe retiring on lap 2. We had Vemmans, who had the race from hell, in my estimation, one of the favourites for this race. I
Yeah.
did pick him for. I picked him to win, and he managed to last about half a dozen laps, so pretty good for him. Oh, Forrester 4 temps up on Beer in that lap.
put Senna on to win, but to get pole, but to win I put money on Button, but
Yeah, you said Button, didn't you? Yeah. Both picks
So,
kind of going a
yeah.
bit right at the moment.
But Button's still reasonably there, but if his head's still in the game, and
Well,
now
Button's tyre
Forrester
strategy
2.7.
Gone out the window.
Yeah, I was just... And he's now 26 off the lead, so he is losing time on these new tyres. Coffee only 29 seconds behind, so he's had a very good race from his point of view.
It's been clean for him. Think of this though, Coffee with the weirdest decision on tyres. I will keep referring back to it. The weirdest decision on tyres ever. I mean, he picked super soft tyres again, where he completely and utterly didn't need to. There was no need to go back on them supers. Coffee Bugle, take 25 seconds off his time, will be racing with Forrester right now for second place.
And yeah, Forrester
And Richie Boy
now only 2.5
getting
seconds
lapped
behind
here.
Beer, so the gap is coming down, but
Richie Boy getting lapped here. He's not moving out Shag's way, interestingly enough. Richie Boy needs to move.
but the good thing about this, Shag will get DRS, so
Yeah, he's got DRS, but he needs to move out the way. Ben,
Yeah,
of course, not a million
he-
miles away from him.
come on,
Richie Boy
Get
needs
out
to
the
get out
way.
of the way. Richie Boy, come on.
he's still not.
Richie Boy, you need to move. Richie Boy finally
Oh,
gets
and he
out of the way
has
in a
done.
very dangerous position, it must be said. Opportunistic
So
play by
yeah,
Richie Boy
Shag's
trying to gain
probably
time.
lost a little bit of time, but he has had DRS, so he's only lost half a tenth after all that. So it's not the end of the world, but it could have happened a lot earlier. But so we now see Forrester 2.1 behind Beer, so it's not coming down that much.
Senna is losing time to Beer.
Beer is going to be
button.
defending how he normally does. It's going to be very hard for Forrester to get past, but Forrester has made a very good pass on Beer already, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Now, Mum is catching Shag. The gap only 2.5 seconds now. Oh, 3 seconds.
Italy, because of the Richie Boy incident, wasn't it? I think, but you know, it depends kind of what happens after that. Now, Shag can just keep his head.
The gap 4 seconds. So yeah, Shag.
We've got a bit of a battle here. We've got a battle. Forrester not even in DRS and catching him. Yep.
Oh yeah, here we go. Forrester 1.5 seconds behind now.
We are now officially, guys, 2 laps over half distance. And we've only lost 2 people, which is good, because now there's still 10 people. If we lost more than that, it'd be quite silly, really. But yeah, moving on. Everyone who is finishing now and driving will get points. Swizz, first point for WOR. Richie Boy, fair play. Wayne also with his first points for WOR. So, you know, I mean, there was...
Yeah, I'm quite shocked with Wayne's pace in the races, because on time trial he's blitzingly fast. Like, he's very much up there on most of the time trials. But in the race, he just don't seem like he can click and get a very good result. But
Reese, he was second only to you in Russia.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
there was nobody else on his level of, well, on yours, and it was him.
Yeah, but Forrester in DRS range now.
Here we go, let's have a look.
He's very close to Beer, so let's see what he does. Will he go for the same move around the outside through turn 1? Oh. It's going to be interesting. How hard will he find it to get past Beer, or will it be a straightforward pass on the home straight?
Very straightforward last time for Senna, wasn't it? But then, of course, Senna got really, really into it there. Senna...
yeah, and he's very close
DRS.
here.
Here comes Forrester. All he needs to do is pace himself, and we've got a lap car of Swizz in front.
No, not quite close enough. But
very smart driving.
Forrester brakes very late. And Forrester's trying. He's going to get a good exit here. He could have a chance up into this corner.
Beer, fantastic line there by Beer.
Beer reminds me of how I place my car when I'm defending.
I think Forrester nearly placed his car into Beer's bad box here, to be honest, if you've got any fucking closer to his rear.
Forrester trying to go around the outside and hits the back of Beer.
And that's a bit of damage.
A bit of damage to Forrester.
That's going to be key later in the race.
It's only a yellow wing by the looks of how it looks.
I tell you what though, the way he hit the back, he's lucky to have any wing at all. If that was simulation damage, we'd be talking a very, very different conversation. But Forrester with DRS.
Probably got a little bit away with that, but... Shag now only 8.5 seconds off the lead, and Mum 3 seconds behind Shag, so they could become in the battle at the end of this race potentially.
Hey, think about it, Reese. This is going to become
Shag's got to come in the pit soon, surely. He's been on them tyres nearly 20 laps.
23 laps, Mustafa Shag on the medium tyres. Putting himself right up there for driver of the day. He's got a chance of going on to... Oh, good driving there by Swizzle. Very, very good awareness.
I thought that was Beer moving.
And here we go.
Yeah, he's
Forrester with his final
here.
run, he's got to have this. And he's in the perfect driving line. And good awareness by the two drivers.
Trying to get as good exit as possible, but if Beer can send his DRS, he could have him this time next lap. But will Forrester have
Beer
the pace?
has to hold it. Will Forrester be able to take off is the question. He caught him very quickly, but then we all know it's... I mean, Beer, a surprising thing there, but Forrester really, really made light work of Beer. I really didn't expect him to kind of...
I think it's hard to defend on that main straight, and you get such a great boost. You literally... It's next to impossible if you're really close, so...
However, I have
DRS,
something to point out. Sorry to interrupt, commentary partner. Penalties.
Forrester's got penalties. I saw that he had quite a few as well, so...
Let's have a quick look here while the action's calmed down a little bit. Forrester
has
out of
DRS as well, so I think
it's
gonna be close.
3. Forrester has 9 seconds of penalties, and Beer at the moment has won. So 6 second advantage there.
So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. But I think for Beer's now just outside DRS range, so I think Forrester's now gonna probably put his foot down and probably get away. But Beer's
He
looks like
needs
Beer's
to put
just inside the DRS range. So
needs to put 6 seconds on Beer. This is where the tactics play in.
This is gonna be
The
very
top 4 have
close.
penalties. Man, I'm actually really, really fucking buzzing about this now.
Where's
I was
Button?
buzzing
I've been
anyway.
on this battle for a while. Whereabouts
Where
is
is Button
the
and Senna?
So Button's coming around the last corner, 25 seconds off the lead, but he's going to have to make another pit stop like pretty much everyone else on the grid, so he's in a net 6 by the looks of it. So if I had to see what tyres everyone's going on next, so I think Beer and Forrester will both go on the softs, depending how far they can go.
Shag needs to go on the
Shag
hards.
will go on the
I'd say.
mediums, I think.
I'd probably say hards.
I think. Well,
Well,
he's
actually,
got
no.
these,
25.
nearly 30 laps, so
If he can hit the 30
he'll
mark,
easily get those.
indeed, yeah,
to,
that's a good point. If he can hit that 30 mark, he'll be there. I'd say.
So I think he could easily do it if he pit in now, but depending on how his tyres are, and Forrester's very much got away from Beer now.
It's become that sort of way Forrester had to make
About
that
a
move.
second and a bit.
He had to make that move.
It's hard to tell, but Beer is dropping back. And Shag,
all
9.5
depends.
seconds.
What Forrester does. Can they drag those tyres? And surprisingly, on the time split, Beer is 8 tenths down or 6 tenths down, and he's not got DRS. Bit of a glitch here going on with Codemasters, I believe.
Yeah, I saw that as well. It's a bit.
Shag falling back now.
Right, so
And
Senna now only 20 behind the lead, but everyone's going to have to pit again. So it's going to. If this is the battle, these are the battle for the final.
This is the position.
positions.
Yep, this is it. This is what we've got to play with here, folks. I mean, they're
And
all
Beer
spaced out
is
now.
Staying, I think he's within a second again of Forrester. So
Beer doing what he has to. Beer is literally now doing what he has to. It's become such a way here that Beer, if he just simply stays within eyesight of Forrester, he's going to claim his first WOR victory. Nobody signalled out Beer to be in the running for a race win here. Podium was one that we both predicted he would be up there for if he got past.
well, I don't think I really included him as a podium because there was a lot more competitive, faster drivers who were just ahead of him, but they've all had incidents, and he's
not.
could have a chance to the win here. So
Forrester last to first in his first WOR
Forrester's
event.
amazing in this middle sector, but in the final and the first sector he loses a bit of time to Beer, but
Beer's keeping up with him in that. Obviously he's out of DRS range now, we all know that, but he's not losing millions of seconds. He's just having... Oh, Shag pits! Right.
yeah, he'll go on to these. He should, if he, yeah, he should be going on to these medium
Mediums would
tyres.
work. If it's hard tyres, very comfortable race here by Shag.
No, this
If
mediums.
it's not, he's got mediums. Right,
Yep.
interesting.
The track would have rubbered in, and yeah, the track temperature was set to drop
Reece,
as
there's
well.
a bit
so
of an
his
issue
tyres will
here.
be better.
There's a bit of an issue. Has he used an extra set of mediums? Did he qualify at all on mediums in Q1 and Q2, or did he stay on softs?
Yeah, that's the point. He'd probably be on like one lap used mediums potentially.
Oh, that's going to be close.
So he should make the end because he's been very good on his tyres, but battling at the end is going to be very tough for him. When,
Button
say, if
has
he gets
thrown
close.
in the towel and has gone on hard tyres. Only simply because he had no other sets left, basically.
So Senna up into P4, but Mum is 7 seconds clear of him. Beer now.
He's catching Mum at a rate of knots. Richie boy, it must be said, he's
10th.
He's okay. He's
He's
okay.
there. He hasn't been lapped more than twice yet, so he's doing a good job.
Senna pits.
Yeah, he went on them tyres when he had that incident about 15 laps ago. So yeah, it's pretty early.
Hard
for
tyres.
them
Why?
Hards.
What's he going on to?
He's got
Another set of hards.
Set of hards. Yeah.
Yep.
So Button could have a chance to jump in centre here. He's going to come out, well, just behind, but...
And Coffey's got him.
Jump centre.
And a Ferrari... Ferrari,
Shag
yeah,
takes 4th again.
Toro Rosso, like a dream start to the Saturday Championship. A really, really dream start.
Coming down the straight and Senna's just turned into turn 1, so... Button having a race to forget. So far behind.
Senna having a race to forget.
Everyone, so... So Shag in P4. And now Mum, let's see how far he can go on these tyres, because if he can get quite far, he's going to be very good at the end of this race.
I think he's aiming at the softs, Reece. I really do. I think he's going to aim at the softs at the end. He's got a spare set from qualifying.
Look a bit worn, but they're not. They look a bit worn, so probably about 60%. So if he can get like.
No, I wouldn't say that. Let's have a look at the light.
They don't look great.
I'd probably say Ben, who come into the pit spot lap 19-20, probably around about 40 to 50%.
21,
bro, most likely.
So yeah, he's
21
probably got another like 5-6 laps to go on these. So yeah, he's going to be a threat to Shag at the end for the final podium spot, but...
If Mustafa Shag can pull in a podium in a race that he himself has stated that he wasn't going to be competitive round, that would be probably the biggest confidence booster he could ever have. I think, personally.
Beer just ran on the grass there, and he's now 2.5 seconds behind Forrester, so...
Beer just needs to keep a level head.
Doing the job he needs to do, and trying to get away from Beer, but... needs to get away quite a bit, and we need to keep an eye on these penalties, because there could be a few racking up towards the end of this race.
I'll be having a look at lap 46, 51, 56, 61, and then let him all race. So that's the way forward. If V6 Racing jumps into lobby, I'm going to slap him.
Right, so Shag's got a penalty.
Forrester's got 3, and the other guys have got 1, I think.
What lap did you check again?
About 7-8 laps ago, mate.
Alright, yeah, so Beer's only had 1. So Beer 3 seconds behind, so he can afford to lose another 3 seconds before he loses the overall lead. And Mum 14.5 seconds behind the lead of the race, but Shag, he's coming out last corner as he goes through turn 1, so it's going to be, not sure, it's going to be very close.
It's going to be close. And Swizzle's engine is puffing smoke. Can somebody please stop Swizzle from smoking in the cockpit? Keep watching here, bro.
Oh yeah, here we go. I can see a little bit.
Get onto the there you go. If you get on the TV pod offset, you can see it spraying a little bit. Swizzle has rinsed his engine here.
You can see it on broadcast camera as well now.
Oh dear. Poor Swizz.
Yeah, he's absolutely, he's well overheated his engine.
Swizz has cooked some stuff on the barbie.
Oh, and he's pulled off. Oh no, that's to let the driver Mum through.
Swizz, really, really good racing etiquette. We know he's got it. We know he's one of the top guys in terms of just being aware of his surroundings as well, Swizz. The occasional odd mistake.
His horrible nose cam.
Yeah. I'm not going to spect. In fact, you know what? Just for one moment, I'm going to go to Swizz and spectate him to see how he drives.
Yeah, it's not.
In fairness, that's not that bad. It's not good for awareness now, because then you have you can see your front left and right tyres. Do you know what though, Reece? If you have a look carefully, you can see the tyre wear on the nose cam a lot better.
So Richie
Boy has left the session.
As
yeah,
I spectated him. Oh, and Beard's now dropped 4 seconds behind, so Forrester's picked up the pace dramatically. But as well, Beard could pit a couple of laps before Forrester does and close that gap even further.
Will Forrester make it to the end? That's going to be the key.
He hasn't been fantastic on his times, but he did make 12 laps, 12 to 13 laps on his softs though.
He did. He was one of the other two, wasn't he? He was on the softs, wasn't he? No, was he on mediums? I can't remember. Anyway.
He was on the softs and got 13 laps, I think, so 13, 14, so he did good. So he could potentially get into the end, but it'll be a very much push at like 80% at the end, so probably best not to.
Mustafa Shag has found himself in a good net 4th position, of course. And the newest battle on the track, which I will follow for a little bit, is going to be not on nose cam. It's going to be Coffee Bugle getting chased down by Senna, 80 WOR. So let's have a look
yeah,
here.
the gap is coming down. And you'd expect it, because Coffee's not the fastest driver, but he's quite consistent, so...
Coffee got himself in a... Oh, that's a bit of a run wide there. So Matthews, as is Coffee, of course.
Is he actually from the UK, or is he...
I think he might be Polish, but or Lithuanian. And I love how we know our drivers. We know exactly who they are. That's awesome, isn't it? But we have no fucking clue who anyone is. He is. I think he's living in like Yorkshire or something. But so the Yorkshire pole, yeah, a pole about a pole. Happy days. Right. So great driving there by Senna, just to kind of wheel him in. Senna is hauling his ass in right now. Let's have a little look at him.
Yeah, it's under a second now, I think. Yeah, he's very much within DRS range.
Oh my
so
god, there's a glitch on Senna's
time.
gears. Oh, that is ugly. Sorry, don't like that.
Why is he shifting up fast or something?
Oh no, it's just locked on full revs. Oh, that noise. Oh god, I'm just going to have to watch it from the camera angle. Oh.
He's on manual gears, probably.
Oh, that is ugly.
So yeah, Senna's going to get him probably on this main straight.
Looking at that now.
So 20 laps to run.
20 laps in. Left from the end. Coffee with a great bit of defensive driving.
For a move,
oh,
Coffee's going to be easily
through.
through. Yeah, so it's a good move. And Button's just still on his own, P7. He's probably had the most boring race. Go in. Now Beer 4.1 behind, so he's not dropped that much since I last saw him. And yeah, he's theoretically leading.
Still just about. He's not kind of like... No one's really set the world on fire other than Forrester, I think, in this race. Forrester's really shown his true credentials on the track, in fairness. Beer has done what he usually does and keeps the consistent level-headed nature of his driving, and obviously in a 100% race, as they have said, you know, it's all about that consistency, which, you know, and in Beer's defence, it has worked out greatly in his favour. Riding on board now with 3rd position, Ichiman, aka Ben.
Shag's 14 seconds behind Mum and not hauling him in that much, so the further Mum goes the better, because he could probably put on a set of softs, because he got mediums 25 laps, so it's going to be interesting to see what tyre he goes on, but Shag
will
Shag
get to the end? Will Shag get to the end? I think he will. Question.
Yeah.
So let's have a quick look here now. We've just been commenting on it. Just see it now. And here comes Forrester. Bro, it's been fucking fantastic this race, mate. Even though there's not been many people, fuck me, it's been great.
Oh my god, I just read back on board with you and your engine is... yeah.
Fucked.
How is it? How have you got it to red?
We've been trying to work it out. We were on about like putting smoke on the Barbie. That was my last comment about you. Right. Okay. So moving back to Beer now. An interesting point that Tafka Beer with 6 seconds less penalties than Forrester is 5.3 seconds off. So it's been Well, it's been probably the most uneventful race. Oh my god, I'm spinning round by accident. I just realised I was talking, looking at my Facebook message. I was spinning round on Beer's car. That's not one for the record books. What have we got here? Shag is there. Senna. The next battle I'd say is Senna.
To be fair as well,
Shag.
Wayne's had a very much boring race because every time I've ridden board with him, he's not been near any cars. He's just been driving his own race.
He's by himself.
Chilling by himself.
He's absolutely by
and
himself.
now we got a bird's eye view of Swizz coming down the main straight with smoke coming flying out the back of his car.
We have got a penalty being handed out after the race as well, guys. Just to let you know, it's Swizz for smoking marijuana while going around Spain. It is illegal in Spain. May I point out? Yeah, but not usually parked in the fucking engine of a McLaren Honda fucking, what you call it, MP416.
Oh. The gap between Beer and Forrester is 6.5 seconds, so Forrester is now taking the lead.
Now
Beer
finally
actually
taking the
race.
net lead. Do you know what? It's up until this point, about 5 laps ago, Swizz, we've had some quite exciting racing. Other than that, it's just been kind of just like
They're all
time
starting to
talking
spread
about.
out again now, so.
Yeah. Oh.
Senna,
We'll
yeah.
talk about that after the stream.
Wait,
mate, but
his controller could have disconnected, to be fair.
move of the day, mate, on Beer. He dared. Beer dared him, and he did it.
Billion
And then he went
scroll,
flying.
yeah. Swizz is well and truly smoking like a train.
Yeah.
And it's got even worse since the last rid on board with you.
It is. It's looking really, really tragic right now.
But at least it's realistic. Most McLaren cars end like that in real life, don't they?
At least you're
not?
still ahead of Richie boy. I know exactly who Richie boy is, mate. He was up there with Cheech, wasn't he? Back in the day. So we go on board with Button, who actually, from what I can see, is that him behind?
Don't tell me he's
Coffee?
catching
I'm
a
not
car,
sure.
is he?
He is. We've actually got a battle. Right, okay. 3 seconds the gap to Coffee. Button has, along with Venoms, has given us pretty much most of the entertainment this afternoon, Reece. What do you reckon?
Well, apart from when he's been on his own, being very much time trialing, but by himself.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, pretty much. It's been a good effort on... Oh, and Ben pitting! Exactly
Yeah,
as we
about time,
suggested.
but
Ben
I
for
reckon
the softs.
easily
Or
he
mediums.
could get onto the softs, but yeah, I think
He's gone
medium's probably the
mediums.
best shout.
Yeah, it'll get
I think
comfortably
it would be
on
a
Senna's
big
motor.
push if he went onto them soft tyres. Definitely at the end of the race, he'll be on a lot of wear, but he should be able to catch Shag at the end of this race. So Shag
And
29 off the lead, and now Mum is 40. So Mum could catch him at the end, but it's going to be a bit of a push. Probably left it a bit too late for them medium tyres.
Swizzle just wants some more entertainment.
Oh
He's
my
about to go
God.
black
It's
smoke as
now-
opposed to white smoke.
Oh my God, it's so bad.
Beer has caught back up with Forrester. Has there been an incident or something? He's
Oh
hauling
yeah, Beer
Forrester in.
closes down a second this lap.
Senna with Ben. What did I say, Reece, earlier? Everyone's going to close back into each other. 4 cars are within eye shot again. 4th to 7th.
Alright, so Button and Coffee. Oh, Button's very close. He's going to be able to get him on this straight, I reckon.
Yeah, but will he though? That's the thing. With Button, will he be able to do it? Anybody who's not followed the stream, guys, make sure you do. Make sure you follow the channel. I can't promise regularity, but I can definitely promise entertainment. That's one thing I can
Yeah,
do.
Button's very close right now, and he's going to easily make it.
Yeah, mate, for 30 days, and it's
big
no,
crash!
Button! Oh, great save, but that was there was no fault there. That was well,
I don't really, I need to watch that back on my stream.
that'll be watched later on. Oh dear. Oh dearie,
I'm
dearie
not
me.
sure if I'm not sure. It was They just both collided together, and I don't know.
There's
And
issues.
Swizz.
There's issues.
His
There's
car
real
may as
issues.
well be
They've took
white.
out the 100. They've taken the 100-meter board out. 150.
Yeah, Swizz. He's having problems with his engine.
Swizzle having a couple of technical difficulties here, guys, for Swizz.
Senna up into P4.
Yeah, with Ben's pit stop, Senna just jumped him. So, Senna all of a sudden has found himself in a position where he could catch Shag. Shag's just up the road with semi-worn mediums.
But I
But
think
remember, he's
Senna
going to go
has
to the end.
hit again.
If I was Senna, I'd stay out. Because
Depends on
Shag's
his
tyres
tyres.
are
He
going to get
could
cut
be
to
on
shit.
quite high tyres.
That's
He
true.
could go on the softs at the end.
It will be Forrester, I believe, mate. I'm correct about that.
So Beer only
it's not
5.5
Forrester.
seconds behind Forrester. So Beer's now ahead of Forrester again for the net lead. But I'm going to check on the penalties.
No
'cause
one's near, mate, I don't think.
They could have clocked a few more.
I will give Richie Boy the 10th position, may as well do, put him in the Force India. You know, he did race. He did alright. I think that's probably we did beat him. I think me and Reese had a lot of entertainment saying how we beat Forrester in quality. that was probably the most entertaining part of our whole quality, to be honest. Great Q3
Yeah,
though
so
it was, by the way.
Forrester.
I went out for a
Now
sig like
Beer
a cock in this
5.5.
week's lap. So Beer is hanging in there. Excellent lap by Senna in quali, but obviously quali's only so far.
It's alright if you can do it in quali, but can he convert it into the race? And he didn't. So
We're still well. Do you know what's saying that Senna, after all of his trials and tribulations, does have a chance of points? So in fairness,
well,
or
that's
well,
a bit
obviously
hard
points,
not to
'cause
get
every- I was about to
points.
say, yeah, unless you get the what?
good point.
Commentator cursor, wanker. There you go. Right, moving on. Well, podium. That's what I meant to say. Fucking points. We're rem.
Welcome to Slug. Tragic trip. Michael 11 and Billionaires, bro.
Oh yeah, who's actually watching my stream? That'd be an idea.
I've got 6 viewers.
On 5 at current, buddy. Axel,
We can
cheers for
find
watching,
it.
buddy.
We would
If
have
you can
about
drop a follow on the channel,
10.
mate. If you
Whole
can
way
drop us a
through.
follow, mate, there'll be. I will promise to try and make this a bit more regular, depending on how much my newborn baby sleeps. So that is all depending on it. Swizz now is driving along with a fucking fire extinguisher
Oh,
out of his
Senna
arse.
is now 3 seconds away from Shag. So Shag's
Beer pits! Beer
Beer
pits!
pits. Whoa, what? Wow, that's very
Could have
much
just
shocked
about made
me.
it. Is this
He
going to
was
be Toro
catching
Rosso
Forrester.
throwing away a podium potentially? He's gone on
Well,
the
Shag's
softs.
going to get past Beer now. Well, it's going to be very close. I think Beer's just coming out now.
Oh my
Shag's
god, this is
coming down.
close.
They're going to be... Oh, I think Beer's just going to
Beer's
get
got
it.
him,
but
he
he's
come out in the net second. Fucking look at Beer, man. What a legendary drive. Toro's having a race. Real
So
race.
Beer's now on the soft tyres, but is he going to be able to close 2 seconds a lap on... Let's do the math. So it's 26 seconds behind. So 12... He needs to close down about 2.5
It's 2 seconds a lap. It's 2 seconds a lap if you want to kind of... Yeah, but no, yeah, just over 2 seconds a lap he's going to have to do.
So yeah...
I will say
but,
good
well,
luck with that.
It's 11 laps. They will be good. Forrester's tyres will be dropping off as well, so... This could be interesting because Beer should catch within 5 seconds, surely.
Oh, he
And
took
he
a
has-
second out of him!
Yeah.
Come on, Beer, that's how you do it. I shouldn't really root for one driver, that's called being biased. I do apologise, I was getting a bit excited there. Right, moving on. Shag.
Senna now still 3 seconds behind. Let's ride back
Senna
on
has to
board
pit.
with
I think Senna should just pit.
Swizz. Yep, Swizz. Since the last rid on board, you can actually not see behind him
Swizz's
now.
actual head. Swizz's car isn't smoking, his head is now smoking. And it's gone black. It's gone grey, so moving back to the race lead, just for the pure entertainment for the people. Right, so Beer has...
Oh my god, it's so
what
bad
the
on
fuck?
Swizzy's car.
Forrester pits. Forrester's pitted, didn't come out first.
No. Oh, has he gone on the mediums?
Yeah, why has he gone on mediums?
He may not have... Oh, he used 2 sets of softs at the start.
Yes, he did. Wow.
Beer's going to be right with him at the end. Beer could win this. Beer's going to win this on penalties.
Oh, they're going to be fuming. Imagine doing a 66-lap race and losing on penalties. I'd fucking throw my Xbox out the window.
Coffees.
What's happened? What happened to Coffee? I missed it.
Oh, I missed it.
Wayne was behind them. Let's have a look.
Good old...
Was it a retirement?
Good. We're very good at spectating.
Yeah, we've caught a couple of incidents on the arse end of them. We've pretty much missed every single one so far. Myself and Reese. It was
Well, there's green flag, so...
Bugle. Yeah, he's crashed off.
So Beer's now 3 seconds behind Forrester, and he could probably overtake him for the win of this race. So
he could. And do you know what? If I was Shag, I'd put in for softs. Does he have any
Shag's
left?
in third,
No,
Senna in fourth. Oh my god, the top 4 are separated by 10 seconds.
I told you, man. They've all, and Ben's there, just 13 behind, and Button's pretty much not far behind him. Oh, this race is picking up.
So Beer needs to put his foot down if he wants to overtake on the track. He knows it, unless he gets any more penalties, he's got it. Oh, but no, Forrester's gained a 10th on him in his first sector. This is the thing,
okay.
like, Forrester have probably got very much similar pace to Beer on these sets of tyres they're both on at the moment. Like, Beer should be closing a couple of attempts a lap, but Forrester should have the pace to stay ahead on
Guys,
track
there is a
anyway.
lot of warnings. There is a lot of
saw
warnings.
that.
Oh my god.
It's the last corner. The chicane's quite a bit of a bitch, and the corner Forrester's coming up to now.
I'll look for you now, just
I
think Coffee is. Did he retire or did he get disqualified or what's happened to him?
Not sure. I'll have a look. It should say
doesn't say
terminal
anything on there.
damage.
Unless it's not updated yet. Tafka Beer in an absolute prime position to win his first WOR race, and it just looks good.
Yeah,
I
but
will do a race director.
Beer has lost half a second on this lap.
Penalty, 2
Not half a
penalties.
second, about 4 tenths, something like
3
that.
penalties.
So, and Senna all over the back of Shag.
Why does it always
in the
happen when I
RS
check race director? Christ on my life. Right. In the final podium position. Shag, I don't know, man. Should Shag pit? These mediums are going to go fucking
Nice. He's probably left it a bit too late now.
I know. The problem with Shag right now, he's going to have to run these mediums 28 laps. 20. He's going to be in the 80s. His tyres are in the 80s. The 80s. Yeah, Calvin Harris.
I think his tyres should be alright at the moment, but Senna pitted only a couple of laps later than Shag, so...
And he's on the harder tyres. That's going to be the key element here. Senna does have the overtake of the day. That was voted on me, and that was round Beer. And also the crash of the day, which... No, I think that's Venom's crash of the day. All by himself, and just bins it in the wall.
I think Senna done it all by himself as well, though.
Yeah, there's not actually been any... Other than Button and Coffee, and the start between Venoms and Button, nothing has really happened.
Button loves a good old incident, doesn't he?
Or nothing has happened
Button's
to the point
about
where...
to make his first overtake of the race.
Senna bouncing across the curbs. Senna's on it.
Yeah, Senna's definitely got him here.
Onto broadcast cam.
Just slip right behind him, Shag. Go straight behind him.
Senna brilliant. Can he hold it? Good, solid driving. Ferrari make the podium. Shag just needs to stay calm here.
He's very close to him, but that turbulent air's going to hate him through these corners. But he's very close to him, so...
Can I just point out as well that Senna, of course, has had a couple of erratic moments in the Tuesday Championship, Saturday Championship, other than his own kind of own fault, which he'll definitely hold his hands up for, unless of a technical glitch. Much calmer drive here by Senna today.
So
Up into
all
third position.
Forrester has to do now is gain 1.8 seconds and he's won the race. Well, 1.6 now, he's gained another 2 tenths.
But he's only gaining about a few tenths a lap, maybe a couple of tenths. There's 8 laps to go, and look at Ben in the background.
I just rid on board with Forrester and then I saw Swizz and I could just see the smoke, so he's just gone round the corner. Yeah, he's coming down the straight now, but you'll probably be alright for a couple of corners.
No, I don't think he will actually. Let him through, bro. He's coming. There you go. Wow. Oh man, we're meant to be looking at this seriously, and all of a sudden Swizz comes along with a fucking
So Shag in DRS range, but not close enough. So we need to check how many penalties these two have.
Yeah, what Senna got and Shag got, bro. I'll keep an eye on the beer battle.
Yeah. So Beer now 4.3 behind Forrester, and now coming towards Swizz, who's bloody
my iPad's gonna die.
Training along. The slug, that smoke is definitely not a bug. Swizz has kind of blown his engine.
It's not a bug. No, it really isn't a bug.
Look at it!
Not a bug.
Oh my god, this is so bad.
Scott, here you go, just to show. Look at Swizz! God of my life. This is supposed to be a family show, and Swizz is on drugs. You can see it from 3 corners away from Senna.
Oh my god, you can. Oh my god,
watch out,
look
they're coming
at
through,
it.
bro. Yeah, good driving there, Swizz. Nice one, you know what to do. We commented you earlier, mate, saying how good you were. Get out of the way. But Venom's just, you might as well just watch the whole lot, Venom's, in fairness, but I'd be fair to you, like, you know, you've got this far.
4.9 behind Forrester. Forrester could do this.
What's the penalty situation, Reese, on 3rd and 4th?
I'm not sure, I haven't looked, but I'm just riding back on board with Swizz. Oh my god, you cannot see his car anymore.
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire! And now Button takes out the fucking gas chamber. There you go. That is known as the fucking McLaren Honda. Swizz, what did I tell you about using a sewing machine, mate? You got to fucking not use it so much. Turn it off after a few minutes. Oh dear. Interesting enough, though, guys, Wayne Hammer is still actually in 7th place, and Swizz, with all 4 of his gears left, is in. Oh no, he's got to 5th gear. You can't get out of 5th gear. What the fuck have you done to your car? And we currently have Beer, who is just hanging on. Another 6 laps. Can he do it? Tell you what though, Reese, his tyres are looking pretty good so far, bud. Well, it's going to be a bone of... This is supposed to be a serious stream, and you're just driving around with a fire extinguisher hanging out your ass.
5 laps to go.
You... For fuck's sake. 5 laps to go. I'm going to have to run and get my iPad charger. Give me 1 minute. Back in a sec. God of my life.
I bet that smoke is breaking a few of the regulations. So, Beer now only 4.7 behind Forrester, and he's looking like he could win this race, but it's no, it's gone back up to 5.2. It's gonna be very close. Shag loses out on the podium. Now his mum charging behind. I did say he'd be right behind him at the end of the race. So Shag could go down to 5th here. As mum now comes through and not quite in DRS range yet, but he's definitely
I'm back. Right. Perfect time to come back then. And I'll try not to watch Swizz as much as I can to stop myself pissing myself. Right,
And
okay.
Shag might not even get top 4 here. Mum's catching
Beer
him.
might not get first. Tyres
Yeah,
are
I know,
going.
it's gone up.
5.6.
Yeah, it's touch and go. I think Forrester's going to do it.
Toro Rossos have just... Oh, don't fall from this stage. I really, really want to check the penalties, but I can't. I've not got the time to, really, with all that's about to happen.
It's too many laps to check. I just tried to check, but I didn't get every penalty, so...
Just got to click on the name and then count them, haven't you, really? Really annoying. So we have Shag and Ben, the two guys who ironically were battling on lap 1 through to about lap 5.
I did say that Mum would catch Shag at the end because he went on... Wait, is that... Shag gone in the pits?
No, Shag's here. He's 4th.
Oh, on Ben's screen, Shag's tyres were yellow for a second.
Yeah. Whatever. No, it might be the back of his wing there, bro, I think. Yeah, there you go. Back to normal. Let's check.
Yeah, I think Mum's going to get him here because he's on fresher tyres. He pitted
back on the onboard
about
camera.
10 laps later than Shag. Probably a bit more than that. I think it was like 10, 15.
South Kabir has amazingly started to catch Forrester again.
Yeah, he goes through phases where he loses time and then catches him again.
6 seconds. Yeah,
5.2. He's going to be pushing like mad, but he is. You can see he's pushing, but he's just gone a bit wide.
Let's have a look. I've got to look quick. Forrester has got 1, 2, 3 penalties, but 1 warning away from a 4th. Beer has... Come on. 1.
If Beer has 2, it's over.
No, he's got 1. He's got 1. He's got 1.
Oh. And Beer now only 4.8 seconds behind Forrester. He's closed a massive amount.
If Beer gets 1 more, but they're both 1 warning away from another penalty. Fuck, it's touch. Ben
all over the back of Shag.
Watch on broadcast. More viewers, guys. Thanks for tuning back in there.
Just got 5.
I'll tell you what, these guys have done a fucking great job sticking with us, bro. This has been a 3-hour stream by each.
Oh, Mum nearly went flying up the inside of Shag there.
Good driving by Shag there.
Yeah, Mum's going to get him in shortly.
Oh, what a line by Ben. Shag's gone defensive. He's made his defensive move. That was one. Was that defensive move? No,
I think he moved back out to the outside because
he wasn't within reach.
Close enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's what I do sometimes. If they're not closing, I just move back onto the racing line.
Speaking of close enough, look at this. Oh, Ben's he's gonna have to do something.
I thought that was a crash, and Beer now 5.1. Oh, it's going back up again.
3 laps to go, but the battle for 4th position ensues. And what about... Let's have a look at Senna's penalties really, really quickly. Let's have a look. Senna's got 1 penalty.
How many has Shag got, though?
I haven't checked, but I really should have. I totally forgot to. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen Mum has a few, so I think Mum has to pull out at least a 3-second gap once he overtakes Shag, so. But 2 laps to go, and this race has gone pretty quick, to be fair. I thought it was going to drag.
Oh, he's out of the range! He's out of range, 6.3.
Oh, it must have gone up a load.
Tyres are worn, front left's looking a bit cut. 9/10 of a second in one sector.
But will Forrester keep pushing and maybe get another one? Mum hasn't got the speed on this.
Ben on the inside. Oh, Jesus. Ben pushing for it. Taps the back of Shag.
Oh, Beer 6.1, a 10th in it.
Shout Shag. Shout Shag. Oh, good driving there by Ben. Side by side, bit of contact again. And Ben just squeezes him through lap 65, and Shag nearly loses it. Luckily, there's quite a bit going on, but now I will with it. Oh my God, Swizz. You are stuck in 7th gear. Well, you found 7th. .3. Beer to Forrester.
6.3, yeah, I think I want to kind of ride on board with Forrester just in case I see if he cuts any corners, and then we know that Beer could have it, but I think Forrester's going to have the win here. Forrester's going to be clever now. I think he knows as he goes.
Forrester's fuel's going.
It's interesting. Could run out of fuel.
Forrester, very intelligent.
6.5.
Very intelligent.
6.6, yeah, so...
No way.
Beer's going to miss out just by half a tenth here.
Oh, he's going to be devastated. He's going to be fucking devastated. Button apparently still driving. Wayne has had probably the quietest race of his life. Good effort by Wayne.
Yeah.
Stick with it.
Senna looks like he's going to get P3, and Mum has made his way past Shag, so...
Yeah, but they had a bit of handbags, but great driving in the middle of the pair of them.
Forrester, as he comes around the final couple of corners, it looks like he's going to win the Grand Prix. The gap's 6.7 seconds.
It does look like that
after 3 hours.
3 hour stream. The back of the grid.
Forrester
sitting on his own wheel in
he
Q1.
Definitely didn't cut that.
That was a corner cut. That count, wasn't it? Surely to God.
And
Right,
Forrester wins the Grand Prix, but
what happens next?
Get back to Beer.
I'm on Beer.
Did Beer get it?
Oh, he didn't do it. He didn't do it.
Senna comes home in P3 after his issues.
Senna, great drive by Senna there to hold on there.
Only finishing 12 seconds off the lead lap after
off the leader. What a fantastic race. Button P6. There goes Button across the line. I mean,
where's
Wayne?
Swizz?
Yeah, Swizz crossed
There
the line.
He comes with his train, steaming along.
Polluting the Spanish atmosphere. We don't care a fuck about fucking carbon footprint.
Oh my God, that's so bad.
Swizzle, guys, just for the record, he is only 3 minutes and 43 seconds off the lead. Good driving. Oh, 49, yeah, he went across the sector. He went up by 6 seconds.
Oh, it went up by another 3 as he crossed the line.
Oh, he's just inside form. It's nearly as quick as Matt Lowe's qualifying lap. Right. And that there, guys, is the first Saturday race. An amazing, amazing race that. We've got Forrester with a win. 7/10 up over Tafka Beer with a fantastic drive there. Senna, 3rd position after a... Yeah.
I was hit by an invisible guy. I was hit by an invisible guy.
So
we've got Shag 4th, Ben 5th. Oh, penalties, I swapped him around. Button, after just doing something bad, got 6th. Wayne got 7th, quiet drive. Swizz, after driving his marijuana truck, got 8th. Richie Boy, 9th. And 10th position was Coffee. Yeah, Senna, overtake of the day. What the fuck happened after that?
Well, basically, man, it was an invisible car. I'm not joking. I couldn't see Forrester at all.
Before.
He wasn't there.
Horrible.
And then
no, it was Beer. It was Beer behind you. You got Brown Beer on the outside.
Aye, but then I see Forrester
was about 10 seconds behind you.
Out of fucking nowhere in front of me. Aye, and then all of a sudden I was off. But to be fair, I couldn't. There's no point in recording it. There's no point in.
We've got the arse end of it on stream. You just literally exploded by yourself.
Yeah, I caught the end of it.
It was weird.
I know I couldn't see Forrester on track. I couldn't see him on the minimap. Couldn't see a thing.
He had a stop-go penalty.
I have never raced so fucking hard to get back to where I was, man. My God.
What an amazing, amazing race. Do you know what? With that little people, me and Reese were in danger of thinking that would be a fucking ball score draw. But fuck me, you guys made that entertaining. Fucking hell, Beer.
So hard just to get there, man. Fuck.
Oh,
what happened to your Reese? What happened with your engine?
Beer was 7/10 away from getting the win.
Beer.
We did, and we were like, literally like, come on, a little bit more and you would have it.
We were egging you.
Man, did you know I had a 20-second gap and a pit stop in hand at the end of that, man? I was coming for you, Beer. I was fucking coming.
He was at the end.
Uh,
Beer. For the purpose of the
You were
Twitch stream, guys,
Alright,
the
okay.
race winner,
bad.
Forrester, WOR debut, last to first, mate. Congratulations, kiddo.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
That was a hard race. I knew the
Fucking
penalty
hell.
situation
Fucking
as well,
hell.
so I was pushing that
Fucking hell.
last stint. I knew the penalty situation.
yeah, Beer.
Oh,
When I went off, right?
Yeah, it
I
seemed
swear
like
to
you got him
God,
early on
Forrester
as well,
popped
so-
up out of nowhere, man. He popped up out of nowhere. I shit myself and went off, but it was like he was there and then he was instantly gone, and I could do fuck all. It was so strange. Could not fucking believe it, man. I had a pit stop in hand and 20 seconds.
He did.
My God.
We watched you,
what the
Senna.
fuck? But
And Forrester also,
Ah,
we
well.
were thinking he's going to come out right up your ass. Next thing you know, we remembered at the very last second he had a stop-go penalty. And we were like, fuck, he's behind Ben.
that was
And then
the
we were
most
like, right,
bullshit
if
party
our
as well.
thing here,
that is
what
the
I was going to
best
say,
race I've ever
if
had.
Senna, the words were, if Senna can get around Bear, and what a fucking overtake you got on him, mate. Fuck, Bear dared you. That's what Bear does. He dares you,
Aye,
and you took
aye.
the dare. It was amazing.
Just come out the pits, but I shit myself because I thought I'd brake too late, to be fair. So I just fucking wang it round, and it somehow worked. Oh, thank you, man. Great race, honest to God, boys. That's the best race I've had in this game.
Swizzing his smoke. We've been
Oh, yeah,
pissing
no,
ourselves about
what
10
the
laps.
fuck?
Thank you, Tragic Trip, for the follow.
Thing is,
Oh,
though,
dear.
I've got
As-
10 viewers. I might actually carry
are
the
you still
stream on.
twitching this? Are you still twitching it? Are you?
We
Yeah,
both are, yeah.
I've got-
Both. I've
Oh,
got the
just to let
voice
you know,
included. Get it all in.
I've just included my tour, my audio. It doesn't matter what car I'm in. I'm the #1 driver. Just wanted to say that.
Oh. Can I just make a
Yeah,
point
you have
though?
our teammate with
Shag,
me, Beer. We'll see.
your tyres, mate. Fucking good effort on them softs, man, to start the race. And fucking hell,
It's not
the amount of
important.
time you got out of them, brilliant. Didn't even use a
Dripping
hard
with
tyre.
sweat, man. Absolutely
Amazing.
dripping. Fucking dripping. Fucking hell.
We've been pumped to shit in this commentary box. Wait till you see this, guys. It goes a bit flat halfway through because we just basically started to kind of talk about what may happen because you guys started getting spread out and boring the fuck out of us about halfway through. But it was really good. That was really, really good. I hope you guys do
If
enjoy this.
If you guys can hang on about an hour, it'll be on YouTube. I'll go downstairs in a minute and upload it straight away.
Can't believe I went off, man.
Forrester, mate, I had
Fucking
no
pissed
idea the
off.
penalty situation. I just had to.
Take a podium.
I was more concerned with Senna behind me, so I had to drop
Yeah,
the fuel mix
literally, we
down
were
and
like,
watch
come
my
on,
tyres.
push a little bit more and you would have it, but
Couldn't- I couldn't,
Beer, you
mate.
went from 5.1 to 4.3.
6.3.
Reese
Yeah.
commentator Kershaw went, Beer's got this now.
I think
I was sitting
You'll
there
see
like
it.
the last 3 laps. Like,
Come on, I think he was playing with me.
come on!
Yeah, I purposely went on
It's
them
fucking-
fucking mediums. Like,
yeah, like
the
every
softs,
time
I
the
knew
gap
they
went
would go
down,
off
like
too
Forrester
quick.
just responded and just put another like 5 temps on. Is just
Great race.
It's
surprised
my
you
last
did it, actually,
sector.
Forrester, 'cause
I
I thought
nailed
your
that
hards
last
would-
sector every time.
I thought your hards would carry you through to the end. That's why I didn't think I'd
You
be
were
racing. I
gone,
was surprised to see you
fucking
pit.
Forrester,
to be
They
honest.
would
We
have
were
done.
both
Yeah,
surprised
but
about the
but
pair
because
you
you
did, to be
pitted,
honest.
it made me pit. I thought I'll just cover
Just to
you
cover
off.
me off. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair
Coffee
enough.
was
I thought it
invisible
fun
as well.
risking that.
It was good.
And then
Yeah,
fucking
Coffee
Coffee had an
well,
alright
yeah,
race.
open.
He had an alright race, Coffee. I thought he was alright. Well, from what we caught of him on stream, which was quite a bit of him because he was the only one who kept getting caught by people. Other than Button, which is going to be reviewed later. Bear, you'll obviously have both the footages, obviously, and
saw
you'll be able
that,
to see it,
Yeah.
and it'll be on YouTube.
I'll tell
Me
you
and
what,
Reeks
though,
don't know
right?
which way it's going to go, but go on.
yeah. We're
race-
not sure if Button may have lost it and went into him or yeah. it was
Was
a
that
bit-
Reese and Venoms earlier on?
No, that was brilliant. Button and Venoms.
I was-
Venoms just
I
was,
fucking bottle jobbed it.
So
I need to change the
Bottle
fucking
job
shot,
it.
man.
I
I'm fucking
watched that.
tripping.
I was right behind that, and I watched them take each other out. I was laughing so fucking hard, you wouldn't believe it.
What about the second Venom's crash? The second Venom's crash was even funnier. Ben was right behind him. Next
Oh,
thing you know,
Peter, you're one of
Ben
a
went
kind,
wide.
man.
I went onto him, and next thing you know, this Venom's driving straight in the wall. See you later, son. Off you go.
The thing is, though, right, the one time I should have laughed and I
Aye.
didn't was when I saw Senna in front of me just fly off the track. I was like, it was a WTF moment. I was just like, mouth dropped in shock. What
We all
what
were.
has he done? I was like,
I fucking shit myself, buddy. Just he was there
Jamie,
and
do
then
you know
he
what?
was
I'm calling you
gone.
by
I
your
was like,
first name, mate. Hey,
"No!"
Jamie, that was your race to win that, and that I don't know what the fuck happened. You were away. Your Forrester was catching you, but that stop-goal penalty would have put you in the win, mate. That was yours.
Nah, fuck it anyway, man.
That's a great
I'm
race.
happy
I
with the
enjoyed
podium
that,
and
though.
fucking caught it
Fantastic
up.
race. For what that was, for the little amount of people that we had in comparison to the Tuesday, that was fucking fantastic.
It was
Awesome.
amazing.
See, 100%ers there. I love them. They are good fun. That's what we've all. Well, most of us have raced, haven't we?
On a
And they are good
50%, I
fun.
never would have been able to do that with the strategy. Never.
Yeah. It's like
Thank God for 100%.
it's not bad doing 100%, and you just like you can do it on a two-stopper. You can just because it just so much more comes into it. You're really watching your tyres, you're watching your fuel, you're balancing one off against the other. You're looking at where the other cars are on the map.
Epic.
And these are the sort of things it's hard to do on a 50% because you haven't got time to work it. Do you know what I mean? You haven't really got time. The race is over.
Swizz, mate, all I have to say,
I'll
Swizz,
probably
man,
be a
I feel
regular
so
coming in
fucking
and
sorry for you,
streaming
bud.
it on
I
a
mean,
Tuesday, so...
I came back down to the
That's
fucking
not
third sector and I seen your fucking engine and I was like, no, Swizz, no. I was really
Mate,
hoping it was beer. No offence, but...
Well,
I broke my
funny you say that.
gearbox, and then my engine blew. My engine blew in lap 45 or
He
something.
come into the party with us and he was going, there goes 8th gear, there goes 7th gear,
Did it tell you before
there
it
goes
happened? Like,
6th
did it tell you,
gear,
like,
and then he got
critical or
fucking
what?
stuck in
Yeah.
7th gear.
Yeah, Saturday.
Funny.
It's funny you mentioned that because around about lap 50, I got an engine warning come up, and the old pit mechanic come on and said, "You're going to be losing power. Your engine's got a problem with your engine." So that was
Do you
a bit
get
of a
a
heavy
warning, like,
moment.
literally, like, engine critical, right, before it blows up?
Yeah,
Ah,
I
Like that.
had a light
Yeah.
come on. I had a light come on, and I was like, "Oh no," because I hadn't been, revving the crap out of it. I'd just been taking it steady as much as I could, and all of a sudden it's
Oh,
like,
yes.
"Oh no," I was thinking, get to lap 63 and the engine will blow up. I was like, well,
I had to change
saw
my fucking
Swizz, you
shot,
see.
man.
that was Swizz.
Sweat.
Swizz got points.
I know I
I will
got
say.
points, mate.
Well
So
done.
Where are we in the instructors then?
Right at the
Wayne
Forester,
as well
good
had
game.
the most boring, it must be said if Wayne's still here, probably had the most boring race in history, but points.
Aye, points.
You know what I mean? Points
Who's
again.
the
Button,
Constructors' Championship then? Who's winning that? Is it? I think Ferrari
Toro,
might
I
be
think.
second.
whether who won? It was
Toro Rosso
25.
might be up there, I think.
Toro
they'll
Rosso
be the
are
first.
because of the penalties. Toro first because Ben would have overtook it.
Aye,
Toro
aye.
30.
And then Ferrari's second, I think. Because
Manor second.
Yeah, Ferrari should be...
Haas
Manor.
Ferrari third. Haas fourth.
what's the points in it?
Correct.
Can I just ask?
I will be able to work that out in a few minutes for you, bro. When
Well,
I can be
over.
asked to kind of
Ben
get off my
Martin.
chair.
Epic
Honestly,
race,
he
man.
can't in. I think he blocked me because I had my secret weapon, my charging lead on earlier, so it was buzzing.
Extra unlimited power.
As soon as Ben and Skinny left the party, I pulled the charging lead out because I didn't need it anymore.
Right, guys. Just for the Twitch purpose, the next stream will be Tuesday. It'll be around about 9:15. I'm going to be streaming my point of view for this race. As for me and Fatboy, that's all I'm going to say. Great race, guys, for that. And I will say take care for Twitch, and I will see you a bit later. Thank you very much.
for the Monaco session.